Hey, salute everyone. Welcome for tonight's matchup. The New York Knicks taking on the reigning defending Western Conference champions, Red Hot Phoenix Suns, coming in here on a 14-game winning streak to Madison Square Garden to take on the New York Knicks. The Knicks are going to be shorthanded. No Derrick Rose tonight, as well as Taj Gibson. But next man up mentality, the New York Knicks trying to come off their 106 to 100 win over the Los Angeles Lakers. They host the Red Hot Phoenix Suns team here. A really good matchup. Battle. The Knicks have a strong bench. So does the Phoenix Suns. They have an extremely strong bench. They're very agile. They're very quick. It'll be a really good, interesting matchup. It'll be fun to see on a Friday night. Knicks, I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving last night with your family and friends and loved ones. And of course, today, Friday, leftover Fridays. I hope you guys are well full and hope you did your Black Friday shopping. So right now it's New York Knicks Friday night, and we're here. Get ready to get the call. You know how like I always do here. We'll welcome in a little later some of our correspondents. Gideon, aka G Money, will be in a little bit in the building. His favorite team, the Suns, playing the New York Knicks. Chef Dan will be a little later in the building. Derek Wilder might be a little bit in the building. We send the invitation out. Hopefully he'll come in. He usually does. Obviously, no, I think he's doing his son has a game tonight. That's what it is. His son has a game, so we'll see. Mike Ortiz in the building. Salute, Mike Ortiz. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and I'm glad to see you here. So we'll get going. You know me, I like to give you the starting lineups always, but as first, let me take care of a little business here before we get that right into the nitty gritty. And we'll salute everyone there. So I'm glad to be back on here calling this basketball. It was a little quiet yesterday. It was very humbling, very quiet, especially being with loved ones. So we'll get the game going. Like I always like to show you the starting lineup. Let's go with the visitors' Suns. Their starting lineup for tonight. Starting five, it's going to be, of course, the man in the middle, DeAndre Ayton, Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges, Devin Booker, and Chris Paul. That's the starting lineup for the Phoenix Suns. I don't have the Knicks starting lineup just yet, but I'm pretty sure Mitchell Robinson is available. So I don't know if they're going to start Mitchell Robinson or will be coming off the bench. We'll see once I get information. I've tried to look around, I couldn't find it. So anyone in the chat that could tell me the Knicks starting lineup, while I'm thinking it's going to be Evan Fournier. I got it. It's Evan Fournier. It's going to be Kemba Walker. It's going to be R.J. Barrett along with Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson will be starting at center. So it's good to see Mitchell Robinson returning from the concussion protocol past this. So they're going to need it. They got a traditional big man in Aiden, a really strong big man. It's going to be interesting on that matchup, how they balance, how Mitchell Robinson and Nolan Noel play in there. But right now, the most one-on-one matchup is Devin Booker versus Evan Fournier. Booker coming off that 26-point win, 8 out of 14 from shooting percentage, 6 and 9 from three against the Lakers. I liked the other night, the Houston or the Orlando Magic game where Evan Fournier played some really good lockdown defense. He really played a really good defense. He was really locked down. We're going to need him to put that defensive effort tonight, especially if he's going to guard Devin Booker, who will be a pest. Will be interesting how much RJ Barrett rotates. Of course, you got Chris Paul, All World. They got two out of you could say three All World players on their team and a bunch of good role players. The team fits around what the Phoenix Suns is doing. But I think the Knicks match up well with the Phoenix Suns bench wise. Just the one problem is the point guard and the center position. Of course, they're way above us. And Devin Booker, of course. What can you say about Devin Booker? But if our guys come and play, they execute their plan and rise to the level of competition as we've seen them done all season, we'll be in good shape. Hey, Big Task, happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you back there. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving with your family, safe one. And I appreciate you here. Hope there's plenty of leftovers left over. I know I got a whole refrigerator full of leftovers. I'm like, wow. So all the trimmings and all the good stuff. So we'll be eating turkey for the next few days here. We'll bring in G Money to say hello. Hello, G Money.
So what's going on, man?
All right, man. How are you?
Doing great, doing great.
Before I get started with the play-by-play, there, give us an assessment of what's the scouting report on the Phoenix Suns.
On the Phoenix Suns, their team that likes to run, they like to share the ball, they like to find open men, like to do drive and kick out, and also they're one of the best fourth quarter teams in the NBA. So if you're the Knicks, personally for me, I suggest you want to like pull away from the Suns. You don't want to be in a close game with these guys because Chris Paul and Devin Booker can really get hot in the fourth quarter. And if the Knicks want to beat the Suns, you gotta make them turn over the ball. I should just double team Devin Booker if I were New York. Don't let him play one on one. Double team him and be physical with DeAndre Ayton in the paint. If they can do that in this game, they have a shot.
Okay, all right. We've seen that Scott report. They got a couple men out tonight. Am I correct for the Phoenix Suns?
Yeah,
Who's out for the Suns?
for the Suns, there's no Frank Kaminsky. Also, I think Abdul Nader's out too. I think so. So yeah, that's for the Suns.
All right, so it'll be interesting to see. No Taj Gibson for the New York Knicks. Neither is Derrick Rose. So a
Mm-hmm.
big implicate for the Knicks on the off the bench. But
Mm-hmm.
their bench has been playing really good. They lead the team in minutes. It's actually Manuel Quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Manuel Quickly is leading the team in minutes. Very impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Even though despite the shooting woes, but he's still very impactful player on the Knicks. It should be
Right.
interesting to see if they go over. Right now, Vegas has the Suns a -3.5 point spread on over the Knicks. The Knicks are underdogs, three and a half. The money line you see it there,
Mm-hmm.
and they're expecting to be over and under 216. So it'll be interesting to see if the Knicks come out playing defense. I take the under on the 216.
Right.
It's going to be, and if they're calling it a close game,
It's gonna be close. Oh yeah, it's
it's
gonna
going
be
to be a
close.
single to two possession game.
Oh yeah.
Vegas is calling there. Let me ask the big money question before we get the play by play. Do they extend it to 15 tonight?
I'm a true Knicks fan, but I also like the Suns. I gotta say yes. I gotta be honest. I gotta say yes. Here's why. It like I said, if the game is close, I trust Devin Booker and Chris Paul in the close game because Derrick Rose could have been our closer to help us out too. Alec Burks can close. I like Alec Burks. He can close sometimes, but he can be streaky sometimes. Julius Randle, yes, he's a good playmaker, but is he really a closer? That's the thing though. And also, even though I'm happy that we're starting to figure things out at home, we have been streaky at home all year. So for me, I think it's gonna be a close, tight game down to the wire. I just feel in my heart. But I'm sorry, Knicks fans, I think the Phoenix Suns are going to close things out. And I want to throw this out there. Phoenix has been in New York 8 straight times, by the way.
Right. I think they haven't lost to Chris Paul since
2011. 2011, yeah.
2011.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time. But and also they're on a 14-game winning streak.
Mm-hmm.
Conventional wisdom says all streaks have to come to an end. Could it happen tonight?
Hopefully,
I
I'll be yes and no, yes and no. I'll be happy and upset. I'll be like in between because I like both teams. So yeah,
definitely want to salute Agent Super Argo in the building. Salute to you there. We'll get the play-by-play call. What I'll do is since you're the Suns fan tonight.
and Knicks fan, I'm both.
I know, but I know you're rooting out for the Suns. We'll put you. We'll let you do. Well, you know what? We'll let you do the first quarter since and then we'll do the set. I'll do the second quarter.
Right,
Well, please, when we do each other's quarter, to not try to interrupt. We'll keep it
right.
going there. Let everyone get the full experience. So he goes, I'm watching Anthony Edwards tear up the NBA after he called out RJ a year ago. RJ is still, in my opinion, not responding in consistent performance. You got a good point there. Really good point there. With that, especially and like you said, Agent Edwards is backing it up with his play, man.
Mm-hmm.
So
Underrated.
very underrated. So I'm gonna put that feeder under there. Once we get going, we'll let you go ahead and do the first. Here we got the matchup coming up. The Phoenix are fit. Phoenix still with that hot start, still second in the Western Conference. Can you believe that?
Crazy. They're still one game back of Golden State. And hey, guess who the Warriors are playing tonight? Steph Curry's favorite team, the Portland Trailblazers. The team he
The
likes to torture.
Failblazers. The
Yeah,
Failblazers.
the team that Curry loves to torture. So yeah, yeah,
So right now they're introducing the starting lineups at the Garden. Of course, like I said, Fournier, Walker being introduced. Let's see who else. I gave the lineup there. I didn't give you the full banner because I wasn't too sure. I
mhm,
wasn't confident of which one of these banners it was going to be out tonight. If it's Mitchell Robinson, the man in the middle, and it is Mitchell Robinson, the man in the middle. So I could basically say this is our lineup tonight. So that's our
yeah,
starting lineup, and we'll get that going in there. Just didn't want to give the wrong information, folks. So
right.
I try to be as objective and honest as possible. Give you my honest opinion with facts. So Lou, what's going on? Kelvin in the building.
Good, Kelvin.
And it says, what's up? G Money is getting broken tonight. Yes, indeed. We're going to have G Money run the first quarter. I'll do the second. If later Chef Dan will do the third, and I'll close the fourth. But please, we'll try to not to interrupt. Also allow for in play-by-play color commentary like
Right.
stats and stuff when in between there's a timeout. So like that'll roll. It runs smooth. So definitely. Dang, I'll be back after the first quarter. Hold on, Kelvin. Hold on. We love you, G Money. This is the fun part that we tease you there. We love that.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I know.
he goes, "We love you, G Money, but the Sun streak is gonna snap tonight." So the chat is showing you a lot of love, G Money, on there. And also, but we all Knicks fans here. This is Return
Mm-hmm.
of the Knicks podcast, so
Mm-hmm.
we got to be a little not too much homerish, but a little homerish towards the Knicks tonight. Hey, how was your Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
by the way? I didn't get to speak to you. Everything good?
Thanksgiving was great. Very
Good,
being with
good.
family, friends. What about you, man? How's your Thanksgiving?
It was phenomenal. It was peaceful. Can't complain about anything. If I did, then I'd be ungrateful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're getting ready there. I might be a little bit behind your schedule, so tell me when the tip off is there and take it over, G.
Right, 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 right. So, like I said, the last time New York knocked off Phoenix was actually January 2018 when the Knicks blew the Suns out by 22, 107-85. The last time New York knocked off a Chris Paul led team in general 2011. So it's going to be a very, very close game. I can tell you that. I just feel my heart is going to be close because both teams love being close games so much. Both teams bring me a heart attack. I'm like, oh boy, it's like it always comes down to the wire. So it's gonna be a close game though at the Big Apple for the Knicks. My keys for the Knicks: double team Devin Booker, double team and be physical with the guards. So starting lines for the Suns have Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, DeAndre A in the front line. You had D Book and CP3 in the backcourt. For New York, you got RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitch in the front line. And in the backcourt, you have Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker in the backcourt. So far, Mitch shooting 81%, getting lobs and dunks, but because of concussion protocol, he hasn't been available for the past two games. So hopefully, Mitch can stay healthy for the rest of the season and later for our playoff run, which we'll think about that in a few months from now.
It started already because we're already at 11:20. I don't know how far you're along into the
Oh,
game.
oh sorry. Let me find a better stream, okay?
All right, so there. So let me. While you get there, I don't want to jump the call. Evan Fournier hits three there. Phoenix Suns trail 3-2 here with 11 minutes gone by until G Money gets the right stream. I wanted to do that quarter. Booker shoots and hits it. Devin Booker with a mid-range shot. So Phoenix comes up back up 4-3. I didn't want to jump your call, but I
No,
wanted
you're good.
we
You're
have.
good. You're good. You're good.
Here's Kemba Walker. Here's Walker. Pace here. Back to Fournier. Fournier pocket drives. Stripped by
Let me go to
Crowder.
my living room, man. All right.
Here's Bridges back to the Aiden with a dunk. So he comes in fast break opportunity there for the Suns. Suns up 6-3 as G Money gets himself situated as Kemba Walker brings the ball up. Back to Fournier here. They run the curl play. Crowder all over Fournier. Here's Fournier driving, but Crowder called for a foul there. Crowder has some active hands early going here. So he's called for a foul. As he last time he stripped the ball away, but this time he got plenty of forearm there. So he's get caught for a
Yeah,
foul.
I'm good.
All right, so G Money, take it away, my friend.
All right, so 10:08, 10:06 to go. The Red Hot Suns up 8-3. Here's Kemba at the right wing. Mid range, rims out, deflected. Here's Robinson hacked and wet. It counts and the foul. Mitch showing his hustle and his muscle. A bad foul on DA, and Mitch will have a chance for a 3-point play. This is how you can beat the Suns. If you can come on the offensive glass and get second chance points, you have a shot. That's what the Bucks did last year against the Suns, being in 4 games in a row to being down 2-zip. So Mitchell Robinson at the stripe, 9:57 to go of the first quarter. Knicks down 8-5. The Suns' winning streak right now is 14. Their franchise winning streak is 17. And Mitch just grazed the rim. Sheesh. Here's the point guard, CP3. 9:52 to go in the first quarter. Here's CP3. Now it's bounce pass to D Book. He's booked to Crowder. Puts up a three. Boom shakalaka. Jay Crowder splash cashing from long range, and the Suns up 11-5. Well, the Suns only lost one road game this year, and that was against the Blazers in a 29-point beatdown. Here's Fournier Responding from way downtown. Nice driving kick from Kemba to Fournier, and the Suns up 11-8. 9:22 in the first quarter. Here's CP3 dancing, prancing. It's off to Bridges, back to Crowder. Crowder faking a long gun, back to Chris Paul. Here's CP3, now it's bounce pass. Crowder puts up a three. That won't go. Rebounded by Mitch of the Knicks. 9:04 to go to first. Julius Randle with the rock. Rand at the elbow, back to Fournier, puts up a three. Splash cash for Evan Fournier. He's been smoking hot so far. A 6-0 run by New York, and we're all even at 11. 8:48 to go in the first quarter. D-Book coming off the screen. He's Booker, throws up the floater and can't score. Rebound by RJ Barrett. This is going to come down to the wire. I just feel here's RJ doing the Houdini. But here's Mitch hacking whacked by Jay Crowder. And 8:34 to go, and Mitch will get to the stripe. The Suns sometimes can be prone to foul. So if you can just get to the line against Phoenix, you have a shot. So far, the Knicks sharing the ball. Fournier has gotten involved in the offense, which we love to see. He's starting to find his rhythm a little bit. So Mitchell Robinson, who has been aggressive early. In fact, Fournier's banged 3 threes already, 9 points. 8:34 in the first. Here's Mitch Robinson, breaks the freebie. Mitch needs to work on those free throws. He needs to calm down and just shoot with more arc, not trying to think too much. But so far, the Knicks just hanging in with the second best team in the league right now. So here's Mitch at the stripe, and he knocks down the second freebie, and it's a 7-0 New York run, and the Knicks up 12-11 in the Big Apple in MSG. Here's Chris Paul at the left wing, bounce pass to Mikal Bridges in a straight jacket to DA. Suey mama! DeAndre Ayton dominating! DA in the paint with the monster mash, and Phoenix is back up 13-12. The Suns love to cut to the rim, and they love doing a whole lot of that. Here's Kemba in the paint. Here's Kemba with the floater, and the bank is open for him. Beautiful move by Kemba Walker, and New York is up 14-13. 8:02 to go. Here's Chris Paul at the right wing. Crowder sets the screen. Here's Chris Paul. It's off to Booker in the baseline. Back to Crowder. Pumps up a three, but an offensive foul on DeAndre Ayton. I like DeAndre Ayton, but sometimes he can be foul prone and set hard screens, which if the Suns want to win the chip, he has to not set too many hard screens. So the Knicks up 14-13, 7:48 to go the first quarter. Fournier coming off the screen. He's Fournier put the ball on the floor, throws up the floor to can't score. Gee whiz! Mitchell Robinson with no regard for human souls just puts it back up and in, and the Knicks up 16-13. A 10-2 run by New York. 7:3 to go in the first quarter, and a stolen by Mitch. Here's RJ Barrett. He pumps up a three. That's not a good shot. 7:20 to go in the first. That was not a good shot by RJ. You got to attack. 7:18 the first quarter. Here's Chris Paul at the right elbow, mid-range, and a bad foul. Chris Paul's one of the savviest point guards in the NBA, 11-time All-Star in the league. Almost won MVP back in 2008.
Yeah. Before that shot there, I think RJ Barrett should have just drove to the basket. He had full steam ahead, stopping for that transition three.
Right. I would have either just gone to the basket or either take a mid range. I like RJ Barrett, but sometimes, RJ is a good player, but he just needs to learn when to take threes. Whatever, man. Knicks up 16-15, 7:11 to go. This is gonna be a barn burner. He's Randall and screen. Kemba for three. Bang! Right down the pipe for Kemba Walker, and the Knicks up 19-15. 7 minutes to go of the first quarter. Here's Booker in the paint.
No foul.
He's Booker fading, clunking, rebound by Kemba Walker. 6:50 to go of the first. Knicks with the lead. Here's Kemba, throws up the floater, and that's rejected. I think he was trying to lob it to Mitch. Here's Chris Paul and a smart foul by Fournier to prevent a potential fast break. 6:40 to go of the first quarter. The Knicks bringing their A game.
Yes.
Kemba Walker cans the long ball, and New York's up 4.
You all right, G Money?
I'm right. I'm right. Fine. Family coming over. I'm fine.
All right, no problem. Just make sure you're good there. So
It's
this, all right? No, no, of course. So RJ Barrett's in a coma, a food coma probably, because that transition three was way off. Is there a timeout
yeah.
going on right now? Let
Yeah.
us know when they go on a timeout, so that
There,
I
there,
could interject.
there's a timeout right now. There's a
Okay, you
timeout.
got it. When you do that, make sure we let us know, so that I could fill in the void there on that, and I have awkward silence. So we'll get that going there. So yeah, right now the Knicks up 15-19. So the Knicks scored 19 points already. They're playing really well for the first pace there. They're right now the Suns are shooting 67.7% from the field. The
Mhm.
6 of 9. The Knicks are shooting 7 out of 10, 70% from the field,
Right.
and 70%. And also the Knicks are shooting 80% from three, 4 out of 5, and while they're holding the Suns to 50%. Only taking two 3 pointers, but they hit 1 out of 2. The Knicks are 1 out of 3 in the free throw line. They got to get that. They got to hit those free throws, not leave.
Mhm.
Right now, so far, only 2 points left on the free throw line. The Suns are perfect. The Knicks are rebounding the Phoenix Suns 5-2, and the Knicks
Mhm.
have 3 assists to the Suns 5.
Mhm.
The Knicks have 1 steal, so the Suns have 2,
Right.
and turnovers are 2 apiece. Both teams have scored in the paint 6 apiece. Let me know when they get back so you can start the play-by-play there. As soon
Right.
as I come back from the commercial, just take it away. As I still feel, until I still keep giving some stats.
Right. Right.
Uh,
Right. Right. And
the
what we
Knicks,
need. Go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead. I was gonna say the Knicks so far being led 9 points from Evan Fournier right away,
Hmm.
5 for Mitchell Robinson, 5 for
Right.
Kemba Walker.
Balance, early balance, attacking
Yes,
the rim. Evan Fournier ready to catch and shoot the ball from at the corner, or you know hitting threes to the left wing. Kemba Walker coming out assertive. We getting Mitch involved early. So far, everyone's done their part. What we need to do, we want to beat Phoenix tonight. Again, rebounding. We got to rebound the Suns. Also, we can't allow the referees. And we're back. 6:40 in the first quarter. The
there
Suns
you
down
go.
by 4. And so far, Knicks having good balance so far. Having very good balance, finding the open man. And we're doing a good job containing the backcourt so far, which we have to do if we want to pull this game out. For the Suns, if they want to extend their winning streak, they can't let the refs get in their head. I like the Suns, but sometimes they can talk to the referees too much. So if you're Phoenix, you don't want to talk to the referees too much. For New York, just play your game, make it dirty. Don't play fast with this team, make it dirty tonight. So 6:40 in the first quarter. Knicks up by 4. So far, great balance, nice ball movement by New York. And we're at MSG and NYC. The Knicks have lost 8 straight games to the Suns overall. The last time New York beat Phoenix was January 2018. Here's Chris Paul to let the bounce past the Bridges. Here's Crowder, almost loses the ball. 6:30 in the first quarter to aim back to Crowder. Crowder back to D Book. He's D Book trying to squeeze in the lane. Mini cash money in the bank for Devin Booker. And the Suns only down by a deuce. Back in the playoffs last year in the NBA Finals, Devin Booker did have a 42-point game in Game 4 and a 40-point game in Game 5 against the Bucks. But it was all for naught. So here's Kemba to Fournier. He's Fournier in a straight jacket, and RJ loses the rock. RJ needs to be ready for that ball. He has to be ready for that ball. So 6:03 in the first quarter, the Rising Suns down by a deuce. Here's Chris Paul dancing, prancing, the lob to DA, and he squeezed it in. We're even Steven at 19, 5:53 to go. Nice pick and roll action from CP3 to to DeAndre Ayton, excuse me. Here's Julius Randle at the right elbow, backing in, crowding his grill. Randle just up to RJ. RJ just back to Randle, facing up baseline, double team, and another turnover. The Knicks just been careless so far with the ball. And you don't want to play this game against the Suns because the Suns can get into transition. So New York has to be careful with the ball. Because if you this is my thing with Randall, you got to figure out double teams. I mean, that was a good play by CP3 getting the steal, but but here's Chris Paul, the baseline, back to Bridges, mid range, rims out, rebounded by Julius Randle, the Knicks. 5:20 to go, we tied at 19. Here's Kemba at the left wing, back to Randle, mid range, roll your boat down the pipe. Knicks up 21-19. Big shot by Julius Randle. Can that get him going? Who knows? 5 minutes to go of the first quarter. Phoenix down by a deuce. Here's Bridges back to CP3. Back to Mikal Bridges. Bridges. inside the paint, throws it up, and the bank is open. Bridge is showing hustler's muscle. London Bridge ain't falling down. Even Steven at 21. 4:42 to go the first quarter. Here's Randall at the left wing, back to Fournier, back to Randall. Crowder on Randall's score. The double Booker coming in. Here's Kemba at the right wing, almost loses the ball. Kemba puts up a three, and that won't go. Mish getting the board, but he can't save it. Rebound by CP3. Here's Chris Paul. It's up to Crowder, putting the ball on the floor. Here's Crowder to DA, and they lose the Rocks. Blunders so far. Here's Fournier. Throws it up. That's not a good shot. Just rimmed out. That was not a good shot by Fournier. 4-6 in the first quarter. The screen. Here's CP3 to Crowder. Here's Book. Three-pointer. Book it in. Book it from way downtown. And the Red Hot Suns up by 3. A 9-2 run by Phoenix up 24-21. 3:47 to go at the Big Apple in New York. The Suns try and go for their 9th straight win on the Knicks, try and get the 15th straight W. Here's Fournier at the right corner, back to Julius. Here's, again, another double. Julius needs to figure out these double teams. Here's Kemba Walker, and we're not getting up a shot. So far, the Knicks are not sharing the ball like we were doing the first quarter, and they're just the shot clock, and they got to figure out double teams. They got for here's Cam Johnson in the game, taking out CP3 and Jay Crowder for Monty Williams. And Nerlens Noel will enter for Mitch Robinson for the Knicks. So 3-3 in the first quarter. The streaking Suns up 3. Here's Cameron Payne to DA at the top of the key. Here's D Book. Here's Booker in the paint, throws it up, and the bank's closed, and rebound by RJ Barrett. RJ pushing, Barrett dicing, and a hack on Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson had a good season last year, but this season he's been really streaky, shooting 40% from the field. So if the Suns want to go far, he might want to be a little bit more consistent. So RJ Barrett at the line. New York down by 3, 3:11 to go. RJ, so far this season, he hasn't shot well, 39%, needs to get that up. 32% from downtown. He had that great stretch for his Spain, but he's cooled off. Here's RJ splash catches the first free throw. Knicks down 24-22. Here's Landry Shaman, the 3-point gunner for the Suns. Landry Shaman started his career with the Sixers, got traded to the LA Clippers. Then he was with the Brooklyn Nets last year. Now it's his first year with the Suns. Here's the Shackton and Fool King, JaVale McGee. Phoenix up 24-23, 3:07 to go. Here's campaign this up to Shaman. Puts up a 3. Rat-tats out. Rebounded by Evan Fournier. Alec Burks with the rock. New York down 24-23. Here's Burks at the right wing. Back to Evan Fournier at the top of the key. The switch came on Fournier's grill. Here's Fournier. Throws it up to Noel. Noel in the paint. Rejected by McGee. Cam Johnson at the left wing. The screen. Here's campaign this up the Book. Back to Shaman. Back to Cam. 3-pointer. Fireball in the bucket. Cam, bam, splash from downtown. Phoenix up 27-23. So far, the Suns are sharing the rock. It's a 12-4 run by the Suns. And Phoenix is up 27-23 in New York. Here's Evan Fournier at the left wing. At the left corner now. Fournier fading. Won't go. Rebound by Cam Johnson of the Suns. So far, the Knicks, after that good shot, sharing, they start playing a little bit of ISO. They got to share that ball again. Here's Cameron Payne. Back to Cam Johnson. Cam loses the rock, but it's last touch by Evan Fournier of the Knicks. Timeout. 1:54 to go in the first quarter. The Suns on a 12-4 burst. And was it a goaltend? Bang, bang call. But Phoenix is up by 4. Salute, Dan.
Game, what's
Salute
going
to
on?
you, G Money. Salute to you, Kev. How you doing?
Good. G-Money's going to finish this quarter. Cody, not everyone not too happy with G-Money's call, but it's almost over for a minute and some change. He's in training, 1:54. Let him finish out the quarter, folks. I'll jump in there and finish and take over the second quarter, or we'll give it to Dan, one or the other. I do want to do one quarter. Let him finish it uninterrupted, so we want to make sure he gets that going there. G Money, you're doing a good job, G Money. Don't worry about it. I know right
Yeah,
now the Knicks trail 27-23 right now, folks. It's only a 4 point game, despite
yeah.
the fact that the way the Knicks look here, and they don't look too bad. They're missing some shots. They're the double team, and we got look at this. Brooklyn net in the house.
Whoa. Hey,
Hello, Kevin.
Durantula?
Yeah, what's
Durantula.
going on, Kevin Durant? What's going on? I hope. Listen, I hope for the playoffs you get a pedicure, my friend. Please, we want to make sure you next time you don't get your foot on the line, man. You were so close to
Hey,
that final.
you cost the Suns a ring, man. You cost the Suns a ring. Come on, KD. Wear a
So,
small size shoe next time. Wear a size
so I mean,
16.
before we get back into Chef, what did you see so far? So far, before we get back from this commercial break.
Um, both teams are playing fast paced. It's just the Suns are trusting the pass more. That's really the difference right here. But it's a tight game nonetheless. That's really what I'm seeing so far.
Mhm.
Kemba's on the attack. RJ, he's doing
Hold on,
some.
let G. Yeah, definitely. No, no. I just thought I just wanted to read this for G Money. Sorry about that. Sorry, Chef. I didn't mean to jump your call. Go ahead. Go ahead. Talk your point.
No, it's okay. But yeah, Kemba's on the attack in the paint, so that's a good thing to see. Julius right now he isn't attacking. He's more so looking to see who he can feed as a hot hand. And Fournier has it going so far. We see Mitch kind
Mhm.
of leaving his imprint on the offensive rebounds and putbacks.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a good game so far. I wish RJ didn't take that three after that
Yeah.
turnover that happened. I wish he would have just waited, but then again, that was the first shot of the game he took, so I wasn't so
Right,
mad at that.
right. I
Right,
want to
right.
salute to Jerome Peralta in the building.
Oh,
Jerome is in
Jerome.
the building. Let me know when you're back to play, G Money, because I'm a little bit behind from you. I just don't
The
want to.
game is on. I just want you guys to finish your points before I continue.
No, no, let's go. Let the folks know what's going on. Definitely, that's the most important. That's the part of the
So
watch along.
so Cam Payne bringing the ball up back to Cam Johnson. Cam Payne at the right wing. Here's Cameron Payne this up to Cam Johnson back to Cam Payne. Fights go on the shot clock. He's Cam Payne. Mini cash it in for Cameron Payne, who loves bringing some pain to opponents. A 14-4 run by the Red Hot Suns. 29-23 Phoenix. A minute 33 to go. Here's Obi Toppin with the rock. Back to Ali Burks. Noel trying to set the screen. He's Burks at the right left elbow, excuse me. Back to RJ Barrett. Shaman on his grill. Fison's go on the shot clock. Here's RJ slicing to the basket. Can't put it in. And rebounded by JaVale McGee of the Phoenix Suns. Here's Shaman putting the ball on the floor. Backs up to D Book. He's booked right down memory lane and wheeze it in by the slicky Devin Booker. A 16-4 run by the Suns. Phoenix is up 31-23. Here's the man quickly back to Alec Burst at the left wing. Burst trying to slice to the rack, and he's fouled by Cameron Payne. And so far, Phoenix has really been attacking the rack at sharing the ball, driving kick, and the Knicks they're hanging in, they're only down by 8 at 54.3 seconds to go. Both teams playing fast, like we predicted. Close game, like we predicted. Because both teams love giving me a heart attack, putting themselves in close games. So Alec Burks, he hasn't shot well from the field, but he's been red hot from three, 43% from downtown. He's been big in fourth quarters. Alec Burks knocks down the first free throw. The Knicks down by a touchdown. Alec Burks against the Rockets had 17 in the big fourth quarter to help the Knicks get that victory against Houston. And he's been a fourth quarter closer for us, especially last season. Alec Burks cans the second freebie, and the Knicks down by 31-25 with 54.3 seconds to go. Let's see. Cameron Payne with the rock quickly on his grill. He dishes up to D Book. RG Ryan his grill. He's D Book. Stop back to Cam Payne. Back to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson dancing with the rock. Back to Cameron Payne, the screen. Cameron Payne slicing to the cap. No, but JaVale McGee is right there. Johnny on the spike for the three-time champion, JaVale McGee. 2 chips with the Warriors and won a title with the Lakers back in 2020. So Phoenix is up 33-25, a 18-6 run by the Suns. 17 seconds to go. The shot clock. I mean, of the game clock, excuse me, in the first quarter. This Cameron Payne on Emmanuel Quigley. He's Quigley with the floater and knocks it down. Emmanuel Quigley loves that beautiful floater, man. Loves that floater. Salute, Katie. 30. Phoenix is up 33-27. 8 seconds to go of the first quarter. Devin Booker brings it up. RJ Barrett, he's Booker. Liggity split. Devin Booker dancing. Puts up a three. Won't go. And that is it. First quarter is over. The red
All
hot
right.
Phoenix Suns trying to get to 15 straight win and get close to their franchise record. They're up by 6 right now in the Big Apple, 33-27.
Thank you, G Money. Chef Dan, we'll split. Let's split the second quarter completely. You want the first half of the second quarter, the second half, your choice. Uninterrupted. No jumping the call. Just you call it the way you want to call it. You tell me you want the first half to the 5 minute mark or the second half. It's all you. I do it. I don't mind standing the stats if you want.
Oh no, I'll take the second half.
The second half of the second quarter. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, when it's the 6 minute mark, I'll step aside for a minute. Remember, we're going to be a little bit behind my stream from G Money stream, and G Money, when we go into commercial breaks, you just give us some stats, so like that we all keep in conclusion. We all have a part without calling each other over each other's calls and all that. Good job on that first quarter. Despite the fact everyone wants it to be Knicks, but you did a good job there. You did a good job there, and we'll get now. Let's get the Knicks perspective. Let's put on MSG now, the BX Sports side of the Knicks call. So we'll get going there. Salute to everyone in the chat. I appreciate. If we got, hopefully it's the real Kevin Durant. If it's not, in a way, salute to you. Hit that like and subscribe. KD, we got Agent Argo in the building. Nice and Fly is in the building. Salute, Nice and Fly. I hear you. You gotta pay to watch these games when the playoffs are free. I get you on that. There, I know. That's why we do this watch along just for fun of it, and also for folks who can't afford to watch the game and is a fan, and we'll go in there and we'll talk about the games and round table, hear your opinion, your thoughts, and just have fun. If you can't watch it, we'll try to illustrate it as best as possible. Salute to Kenny McLeod, Kenny McLeod, excuse me, McLeod. Salute to you in the building. How are you? Let's go Knicks, of course, absolutely. We're trying to break that streak tonight here. The streak ends tonight at 14, and hopefully, we by the end of this game we'll have huge smiles there for the Knicks. They shot 47.4% from the field, 9 of 19. The Suns at 14 out of 88 out of 22, 63.6%. The Knicks have 4 assists to the Suns 9 assists. The Knicks have no blocks while the Suns have 1. The Suns have 3 steals to Knicks 2. The Knicks have 4 turnovers. The Suns 3. The Knicks are 4 out of 6 from 3-point land. And the Suns are 3 out of 6 for 50% from 3-point land. The Knicks are 5 out of 7 from the free throw lines, 66.7%, while the Suns are shooting 100% from the free throw lines. And the rebounding are all even. No, actually, the Knicks have a 9-8 rebound. We're back, not yet. I'm not back yet on my stream. And we'll go on my stream right now on my feed, and we'll get going there. So just hold off on your emotions, because remember, I'm going to be like about 30 seconds behind. You got to stream it through the O22. Through Roku, where it doesn't go to commercial break. So we'll get ready to go there. We'll get ready to start the second quarter. I'll take the first half of the second quarter. Chef Dan will take the closing 5 minutes. And here goes Alex Burks in the game, Nolan's Noel, Obi Toppin, Quentin Grimes in the game, and so is Emmanuel Quickly. So Burks has the ball here. Burks dancing. Bounce pass to Grimes. Grimes puts up a 3. Off in and out. Nice shot there. Here comes Phoenix with the ball. Raymond in the building. Salute Raymond. And here's a thunderous dunk by Bridges. So right off the bat there, Bridges scores 35-27 here as Quickly brings the ball up. Toppin quickly keeps his dribble here. And he goes to the paint, back to Grimes. Grimes attempts another 3, in and out. So Grimes 0 for 2, but he's got some good looks there, and they're just in and out shots right now. So here comes Phoenix. McGee, good play by Quickly there, and he's a wide open shot. And it's good. So you leave the Phoenix Suns wide open. They hit there. So they extend their lead now, 38-27 right now. So Quentin Grimes missing a couple good shots here. Wide open looks. And this is hurting the Rat Pack right now. But there's plenty of time here to make up. As Obi to Noel. Noel to Burks. Burks off the curl. Burks stops. Burks puts up a wild shot there. Not Knicks. Right to Grimes. They got fortunate. And here's Quickly from a long 3. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound. Loose ball. Loose ball still going. The ball's still loose. Noel comes up with it, and he got fouled. Some way, somehow, he got that foul. That ball, loose ball. Knicks are working hard on the loose ball, and they got the 50-50 ball. So Noel will get rewarded with a chance for free throws here. Salute to James. James Hill in the building. Go Phoenix beat New York. He loves that score. James Hill roots for anyone other than the Knicks. Whoever the Knicks play, he's a fan of that night. So that's okay. That's fine. We welcome back a repeater. So and Raymond Jamie, what's going on? So Noel will go to the line here, and he hits the first free throw. Knicks trail by 10, 38-28 with 10:35 here. He has another free throw coming up. So the Haitian sensation hits a pair of free throws, cuts them to 9 with 10:29 here before the half. As Bridges picked up by Quickly. 10 on the shot clock. And Quickly, a good perimeter defense. Wow, shot hits it, rebound Quentin Grimes. So good job by Quickly playing some defense here. It's Quickly, Grimes hitting it over to Quickly bouncing the ball. He keeps the dribble. Good, and Quickly throws a floater, and he was fouled. And almost had a chance for a 3-point play there. So Quickly got fouled there. So he'll go to the line for 2. It was so in and out there, rolled right out for that 3-point play there. So the Knicks, coming off the bench, are the third leading bench scoring team in the NBA, 40.7 points per game off the bench. The Rat Pack, as they inbound the ball, they said it wasn't an active shooting, so Knicks will have it. Here's Quickly again, Quickly back to Grimes, Quickly to Burks. Burks dribbling. Burks keeps his dribble, running, bank shot, fall away, in and out, misses. McGee with the rebound. Here's Paul back in the game. Chris Paul passes it. Here's a wide open 3, but he passes on it. Here's it going to the basket. He misses, and it was called a really foul there. Silly foul by Obi Toppin. Bridges got fouled going to the line. So 9:46. Mikal Bridges will go to the line here. And he hits the first free throw. Phoenix extend to a 10-point lead now, 39-29. They have another free throw coming up. Mikal Bridges with 5 points on the night, 2 of 3 for the field with 2 assists. As he hits a pair of free throw, puts the Suns up by 11, 40-29 with 9:42 before halftime. As Burks right to Quickly got double team there. I like double team, but he's got a mismatch with McGee on him. Quickly drives, floater, and lobs it up there. I don't know what he was trying to throw there to Noel, but here's a loose ball, and Phoenix playing the passing lanes well there. Knicks look a little discombobulated. So as Grimes picked there by McGee to get Grimes off of Paul, and then Phoenix just moves the ball really well. Back to McGee. Good block there by Noel. Loose ball, and last touch by Phoenix. So Knicks will have it with 9:07 here. They trail 40-29. Knicks have active hands there, swapping the ball away. So good interior defense by the New York. Here comes Burks bringing the ball up. Burks over to Quickly drawing a double. Toppin back to Burks, back to Grimes. Grimes drives, and he's called for traveling. So the near fight, having a little struggles here, maybe a little nervousness, but I like the aggressiveness from Grimes. Right now, a little bit of mistake there as Thibodeau barks at the refs, calling that he didn't thought it was a traveling call here. But here's Paul bring it up. Grimes pick him up. So Grimes putting full court pressure on Chris Paul. That's a good thing here. Young guy over a veteran putting that full court will tire him up. Trying to get the ball on his hands. He got the ball. Here's a catch and shoot 3 off the mark. The rebound Burks. So Knicks come up. 8:35 here. Back to Noel. Noel back to Quickly. 17 on the shot clock. Quickly looks up. Quickly. It's going to take a long jumper, and he got contact and a foul. Call it. So Quickly used a smart, savvy move there for the second-year player. That was a veteran move. Got Johnson on there. And here's a chance for a 3-point play for Quickly, trying to generate some scoring here and with the clock stop. So smart move by Quickly. Felt that contact. So he'll go to the line and compete a 3-point play here. Knicks trail 40-31. As quickly going to go to the free throw line and try to complete that 3-point play. As Mitchell Robinson comes back in here. So quickly in his last 10 games, he's been averaging 11.9 points per game, shooting 46% from the field, 46 from three, and 2.7 assists in 21.8 minutes. And he completes the 3-point play here. So the Knicks trail now 40-32 by 8, with 8:22 here in the second quarter. As Burks now has Paul all over him, and Paul going to take a long mid-range over and gets the bounce loose ball. Knicks come up with it. And Burks, Knicks want to push a little, but they Phoenix get a good job cutting it back. So Burks back to Quickly here, 13 on the shot clock. Quickly by the circle over the top and with a catch and shoot three, misses an air ball and lose. Now not a good shot by Obi. You can see the shot ain't there yet, but you like the fact that he came off the curl on a catch and shoot with time that will start jumping, falling in. So right now Phoenix has it and quickly commits a silly foul there. It looked like he had all ball there. Quickly commits his case to it. Chef Dan will be coming in about another 2 minutes to take over the call for the rest of the quarter. As Phoenix will inbound the ball here with 7:40. And Quickly, good hands by Quickly, 7:42, excuse me. So Quickly, 18 on the shot clock. So Quickly has some active hands there right now. Got to like that swap there. He's going to play the inbound and into Aiden. Back to Paul, 14 on the shot clock. Paul looking for a screen, and Paul tried to bait, and he baited. That was not a good call there by the right. He baited Burks. Burks fell for it. So another foul. They'll side out in the bounce. So it was a veteran play there by Paul. He saw Burks just extend his hands out, and he baited. That was. I thought they were supposed to eliminate that type of foul call. But I guess Phoenix gets the call here, and they inbound the ball here. Here's Paul off the curl, passing. Here's a drive, kick. Johnson for three, and off the mark. Mitchell Robinson comes up with the rebound. Back to quickly. Lobs for Obi Toppin in the pace. Obi Toppin, which didn't have position. He tried to go with the alley-oop pass there. No avail. Here comes Phoenix coming back. And loose ball. Ooh, Quentin Grimes knocked the ball away with 7:08 here. Nice play by Quentin Grimes there on the defense. Not committing that foul, knocking that ball out. 15 on the shot clock with 7:08 as Julius Randle comes back in the game. And let's see, let me guess. He's going to sit Obi Toppin, of course. Obi Toppin makes one little mistake or something, and Thibodeau loves to sit his butt down. My God. 7:08 here as Crowder comes back in the game. Fournier returns in the game as well. Good job with Quentin Grimes. They'll miss a couple of open shots, but making up for it on his defense and also playing full court pressure on CP3 here as they inbound the ball to Chris Paul. Chris Paul holds it there quickly all over him like a cheap suit. 9 on the shot clock. And Paul starts making his move. Good job there. 3 on the shot clock. Aiden's going to have to put it up and misses. Good defense there by the Knicks team defense-wise. Here comes Quickly. And here comes Randle. Back to Quickly. Why is it? Here's Fournier for a corner three. Misses. Rebound, Chris Paul. Here comes Booker back in the game. Booker finds Bridges at the corner and he misses a three. Rebound, Alex Burks. Alex Burks brings it up. And Burks looks up. Burks keeps his dribble though. Burks in the paint. Bounce past to Randle. Randle's going to shoot a three. And it's off the mark. Rebound, Aiden. So with 6:10 here, CP3 brings it up. Chef Dan, it's all yours, brother.
Aiton misses the mid range, and the ball bounces off of IQ hand. So Phoenix maintains possession, and I believe we're heading into a timeout. So the score is 40-32 with 6 minutes left in the first half.
Right.
Give us some stat, G Money, while we had commercial.
Well, so far, let's see. I mean, both teams have cooled off a little bit in the second quarter. So let's see. Phoenix so far in the game is shooting 50% from the field, but like I said, They've cooled off in the second. New York started off red hot, but was shooting 36% from the field. Phoenix 4 of 11 from downtown. New York 4 of 12 from downtown. The Suns have hit all four of their free throws. The Knicks are 8 of 10 at the line. So far, this overall period, the Suns are third in scoring. The Knicks are 18th in scoring. So obviously, we want to try to keep the score a little bit low for us to have a shot against the Suns. For the Suns, you want to like keep it in the 110s. For the Knicks, try to keep it around the late hundreds, 90s if you can against the Suns. That's what the Bucks did last year to beat them in the finals. And for the Knicks, we just got to stop shooting jump shots. We got to start attacking. I know we have 10 free throws, but attack. Go, take more mid-range shots. Don't just sell too much for the outside shot. The defense is fine. The second quarter, the defense is fine. But if we want to win this game, we got to just, share the ball like we did to start the game. Remember, we got Fournier those early threes. Give him some touches. If you're Julius Randle, try to back certain players down. The Suns are not a tall team. Phoenix is not very tall. So if you're Julius Randle, try to back certain things down. I mean, we're only down by 8, so it's not like the Knicks are getting destroyed. Only down by 8. The defense has been fine in the second quarter, but if they want to pull off the upset, they just need to, start sharing the ball, do more give and go, more backdoor layups like they did to start the game.
Yeah, I wanted to see the shooting stats, but we'll get that at the next time out. Want to salute to Mango Jester. Salute. What's up? The Suns, yes, they're on a 14-game winning streak. Apologize that I didn't highlight or get to your comments. Kevin Durant likes the Knicks tonight here. Johnny Davis in the building as well. Salute to Johnny Davis as well. We'll definitely salute to Greg Stanley. How are you? Suns fans, but it's okay. We'll get that going. Step down if they're back. Take the call. Don't wait on me. If they're on and the game is ready to go.
No, they're not back yet. They're just
Okay,
showing highlights right now.
no problem. Just want to make sure that we get the call and everyone gets to hear it. There. So Greg Stanley is a Sun fan, but we this is an audience participation program in the chat, so we appreciate you here. Welcome to the Jedi family. Hopefully you're a Suns fan. So is G Money, half of your Suns fan. But salute to you on there. Welcome aboard. Let's have some fun here. Let's have some good basketball, clean, competitive fun.
Most definitely. As they enter the quarter now, 6 minutes left. Suns inbound the ball. Chris Paul has it. Top of the key, passes it to Booker. Booker for a mid range and gets it in. 42-32 with 5:15 left in the left in the first half. Kemba has the ball. He's in, bringing it up. Passes it to Julius. Julius on the perimeter, driving, takes a mid-range shot and gets it in. Score is 42-34 with 5:35 left in the first half. Chris Paul is bringing the ball up. He passes it to Booker. Booker curling on top of the perimeter, drives in and gets the shooter's touch. 44-34 with 5:22 left in the first half. Knicks bringing the ball up. Julius has the ball. He's dribbling. He has his mismatch on Booker. He's looking for the double team. Passes it to Mitch on the baseline. Mitch passes it to Kemba. Kemba for three, and he misses. Front rim. Uh, Suns with the rebound. Paul brings it up, passes it to Booker. Booker on the block. He takes a mid-range shot, and he gets it. Booker's on fire right now. 46-34 with 447 left in the first half. Kemba has the ball. He's bringing it up. He's dribbling in the half court. Julius calling for the ball against Crowder. He's dribbling, surveying, takes the mid-range shot and misses the shot. Aiton with the rebound, passes it to Paul. Paul bringing the ball up the court. Scores 46-34 with 4:22 left in the first half. Booker has the ball now. Fakes, takes the mid-range shot, misses it. Knicks with the rebound. Walker bringing the ball up. Passes it to Fournier. Fournier driving, takes the floater, misses it. Aiton with the rebound, passes it to Booker. Booker lobs it ahead to Bridges, and Bridges gets the layup. 48-34. Knicks are asleep at the defensive end. Tibbs is upset, and he calls a timeout.
Let me ask you something. Do you think the Knicks are a little too small? They got Burks. I see they got Burks, Fournier.
Hmm.
Well, They got Burks, Fournier, Kemba.
Mhm.
Man, I mean, you got to play who you have there because they really. But I think it matches up well with the Phoenix Suns, if you ask me. When
I
if they
can
go
say
to
No,
timeout.
I
I
agree
think
with that because the Suns are not very big. Yeah, man.
yeah, we're
Yeah, go
not
ahead, Shay.
very big. It's like we're just neglecting to drive in the paint. I guess it seems like we don't trust Mitchell Robinson, so
Hmm.
I don't know. But we should be driving in the paint a lot more.
I agree. And also, I said this before. You gotta find a way to double team Devin Booker because now he's starting to get his mid range to go. He's getting the backdoor layups. If I were the Knicks, again, I know we can't go back to last year, but you know how the Bucks beat the Suns? They were physical with Devin Booker. You're allowing Devin Booker to roam at the elbow. You gotta be
Right,
physical
right,
if you're the Knicks. For the Suns, what I like from Phoenix, they're attacking the rack, the outlet pass. They're feeding Devin Booker the hot hand. They're sharing the ball. And I like Julius Randle. Don't fall in love with the jump shot if you're Julius Randle. Don't
right,
bail out the defense. The Suns are not. I know they're a good defensive team, but Phoenix doesn't have shot blocking other than McGee and Aiton. So you got to start attacking the rack if I were Julius.
right. Let me give you some stats. While we wait there, the Knicks right now they dropped to 33.3% from the field. They're 11 out of 33, and the Phoenix Suns on the road they're shooting 54.1% from the field, 20 out of 37. They got 13 assists. The Knicks four. And there's a point. Is
Mhm.
can we talk about point guard, point guard, point guard? They both got a block apiece. Suns
Mhm.
have four steals. The Knicks two. Knicks have six turnovers. Again, that points to a lead of point guard, point guard, point guard. The Knicks are shooting 4 of 13 from 3 point land. The Phoenix are only shooting 4 of 11 from 3 point. So those are that. And the points in the paint, 20 points for Phoenix to 8 points to New York. The Knicks, the rebounds are almost the same, 17 for Phoenix, 18 for New York. And the Knicks have four offensive rebounds. But again, what they're hurting themselves is the lack of point guard, point guard, point guard. Again, it's showing itself this ugly head here. But when as they come back from the timeout, the Knicks have time here to cut this deficit down single digits before I go to the half as Chef Dan is ready to take that call.
Yeah, they're just showing the fans is Devin Booker is walking the court.
And another person throwing flowers at the Guardian. Oh, whenever you walk into this place, it's like basketball gods is watching. I'm tired of hearing that from all the other teams. So why don't you come and play here? I mean, stop with this nonsense.
Ah, yeah,
As they,
yeah. Yes, the Knicks have a turnover, and Jay Crowder hits the three off the turnover on the inbounds,
uh,
and the score is 51-34. Walker has the ball, passes it to Julius. Julius passes it to Fournier. Fournier to Mitch on the perimeter, passes it to Julius. Julius working on the block, passes it to Fournier. Fournier for three, front rims it. Aiton with the rebound, passes it to Booker. Booker bringing the ball up the court. He's surveying, driving, passes it to Campaign. Payne for three, misses. RJ with the rebound. RJ bringing the ball up, dribbling, surveying, gets the pick for Mitch, mid range shot, and gets the shooter's bounce. Scores 51-36 with 3:10 left in the first half. Knicks Suns inbound the ball. Campaign bringing the ball up. He's driving to the paint, gets stopped by RJ. Now Devin has the ball. They have a pseudo double team on him, but then he passes it to Campaign on the perimeter. Campaign drives baseline, circles around, mid range shot, misses. Aiton doesn't get the rebound, but taps it out of bounds. So Knicks secure the ball, scores 51-36 with 2:42 left in the first half. Mitch inbounds the ball to Walker as Walker receives some instructions from Tibbs. Walker brings the ball up to half court. Evan Fournier circling around, passes it to Mitch. Mitch on the perimeter. He's dribbling, surveying. He passes it to Walker. Walker dribbling, and he loses the ball. Devin picks it up. Booker driving, and he gets the layup. Fournier doesn't want to foul him. So Fournier inbounds the ball. The score is 53-36 with 2:14 left in the first half. Randall bringing the ball up, defended by Crowder. RJ circling around. He gets the ball. He's driving, fakes the mid range, passes it to Julius. Julius to Fournier for corner three. Mitch almost gets the rebound, but I believe they're calling a loose ball foul.
Hmm. Yeah, this is a dangerous part for the Knicks. You wanted them
Oh,
to cut it. Go ahead, Chef. What did you see there?
there was a replay. It seemed like Kemba got tripped.
Yeah, I saw. I just that led to that play where uh, Fournier didn't foul Booker or Olay there. So as long as Noel comes in here, go ahead, take the call, my friend.
As RJ inbounds the ball to Noel. Noel passes it to a cutting Fournier. Fournier double teamed in the paint. Noel with the floater, and he gets it. Scores 53-38 with 146 left in the first half. Campaign bringing the ball up, and he calls for a play. He gets past half court, defended by Walker. Passes it to Crowder. Crowder over to Booker. Booker on the perimeter. He fakes the drive, drives left, passes it to Payne. Payne to Crowder for corner pocket. Corner pocket three in, scores 56-38, 119 left in the first half. Walker bringing the ball up. Sorry, 57-38 as they correct the score. Walker tries to shoot the three while getting a foul on the perimeter. All right, and they recorrect the score. It's 55-38. The score is 55-38 with 111 left in the first half. Kemba Walker is heading to the free throw line.
I think that was G Money playing with the scoreboard for Phoenix. Calma de Coco, salute, my friend. Salute, salute.
Walker hits the first free throw, scores 55-39 with 111 left in the first half. Walker hits the second free throw, scores 55-40 with 111 left in the second half. In the first half, Chris Paul has the ball. He's bringing it up. He drives to the perimeter, passes it to Booker. Booker takes the corner three, off. Randall gets the rebound. He's bringing the ball up, passes it to RJ. RJ driving, nice under the basket layup. Score is 55-42 with 50 seconds left in the first half as Booker is dribbling the ball along the half court line, calling out instructions, gets a pick from Aiton. RJ doesn't get picked off there. Noel with the nice hand to deflect it, make Booker rethink. Two left on the shot clock. Has to take a tough three and gets it.
Oh,
58-42. 29 left in the first half. Walker has the ball. He's getting instructions from Tibbs. Walker now calling out the play as Evan Fournier is curling around. Walker dribbling along the perimeter. He gets the ball to Julius. Julius now defended by Crowder. Jab step. Drives layup, but doesn't get it. But he does get fouled, I believe, by Aiton. So 9.1 left in the first half. Julius Randle is heading to the line.
he needs to hit both of these free throws.
hmm we got to start attacking the rack. I mean, we started attacking a little bit at the end, but we got to find a way to watch out for the 3 point line. Devin Booker's not starting to find his range a little bit.
I mean, and that was really good defense that RJ played on him
True.
as Julius makes the first free throw as Grimes and Burks comes back in for defensive purposes. Score is 58-43 with 9.1 seconds left in the first half. Julius at the line for a second free throw. So we have Derrick Rose out for another game again. The ankle is really bothering him. Julius makes the second free throw, scores 58-44. Knicks playing full court defense. Passes it to Booker. Booker wide open for a three, and he misses it. But he had an opportunity right there, and that was some suspect defense by the Knicks. But we end the first half, score is 58-44. Suns up by 14. Uh, Jedi, you tell me what you're seeing right now. What do the Knicks? What has the Knicks at a deficit right now?
Well, I could tell you is the poor shooting on the floor. They're 14 out of 38. They're shooting 36.8% from the field. They're 4 out of 15 from 3 point land. They're just not scoring in the paint. They're getting outscored by 10, 22-12 in the paint. They're rebounding. They have a two rebound edge there. They even have 4 offensive boards, but they're not making it count. They also have given up 6 steals. The Suns have 6 steals to 2 to the Knicks. Now actually, yeah, and also turnovers. There are 8 turnovers. Can't turn the ball over against this team, giving them opportunities, extra possessions, and the Knicks are right now getting heated up. Literally burned there. Devin Booker finishes that quarter with 20, that half with 22 points, with 2 assists in 19 minutes. He's just scoring and scoring and scoring. You had Bridges with 8 points, 2 assists, and a rebound in 21 minutes. You had Aiden with 8.7 rebounds in 17 minutes. On their way for a double double for Aiden. Crowder with 8 points, an assist, a rebound. Stole that ball in the three, hit that 3 pointer. Knicks getting a little careless and sloppy. You have Cameron Johnson with 3 points, two rebounds in 8 minutes. You have Cameron Payne with 5 points, 2 assists, and a rebound in 8 minutes. JaVale McGee played him 7 minutes. He gave him 2 points with 4 rebounds and an assist. So you see the balancing there for Act 4 for the Phoenix Suns. Everyone there led by Booker. The Knicks, I'll give you there. Jevon Fournier, first quarter, he led the Knicks with 9 points and didn't do anything in that second. He played 17 minutes with 9 points, a rebound, and an assist, followed by RJ Barrett, who's coming alive a little bit. Not too much. I mean, it's not nothing to write home about in 16 minutes, 6 points, three rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Kemba Walker gave us 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists in 14 minutes of action. You had 5 points from Mitchell Robinson, 5 rebounds in 15 minutes. Randall has only given us 6 points with 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 17 minutes of action. You also had Alec Burks, who played 12 minutes, 2 points, 3 rebounds. But Burks is a second half player who gets hot later on. Nolan Noel with 9 minutes, he's given us 4 points, 1 rebound. Emmanuel Quickly with 5 points in 8 minutes. Obi Toppin has played 7 minutes, so he's given us a rebound. Quentin Grimes got off the bench for 5 minutes of action. He gave us 2 rebounds. He missed a couple of shots, wide open shots, a 3 pointer off the curl, just missed it, but we shall see. As Kevin Durant wants us to give a thumbs up, so he gives us a thumbs up. We salute
Okay.
to you there. Money, talk to us there. I'm going to take.
Well, like you said, BS. I mean, for Phoenix, they're sharing the ball, getting to the rim. Devin Booker, the book has cooked in MSG so far, hitting the mid range, the threes falling, and like you said, the Knicks, we're out rebounding the Suns. But like you said, Kev, we're not making it count. And we only had 6 assists at the half. That's not good. 6 assists is like we got to share the rock. For the Suns, they're 15 assists. The Suns are top 5 in assists. So we got to share the rock. And also, what's killing us now, turnovers. There have been turnovers too. Too many live ball turnovers, and the Suns are making us pay for it a little bit though. For the Suns, if they want to extend their win streak to 15, they gotta continue to feed Booker like they've been doing, and they gotta get Chris Paul going. I like how Chris Paul getting guys involved, but I want to see CP3 get a little bit assertive if you're the Suns, and so far they haven't balance. So my analysis: turnovers by New York. Devin Booker's killed us with the mid range for the most part and drives. The Suns bench has played pretty well to this point. We're attacking the rack a little bit at the end, but if we want to win this game, Julius Randle needs to step up in the second half, in my opinion. Evan Fournier, he was red hot in the first quarter, hitting all 3 of his threes to start, but he's missed his last 6 shots. Come on, man, you got to step it up, and that's my analysis.
Well, I can agree with you there on some points. I know you want Julius to kind of start heating up in the third quarter, but I think it's more so. I know we I think it's more so everyone else has to step up. I think it
Right.
has to be a collaborative effort, and that comes with trusting the pass, and that's where the assist is going to come in. Everyone
Mhm.
has to step up through the way of the assist and trusting the pass. I know we said that Evan Fournier He had 9 points in the first quarter, didn't have much in the second quarter, but that's what's going to happen after you have 9 points in the first quarter. The defense is going to pay a lot more of attention to him. So they especially don't want him taking threes. They're playing up on that. You saw him trying to accommodate for that in his first couple of threes, where he has a few feet away from the 3 point line, just to kind of give himself that space to take those threes. But now they're playing up on him. So now he's trying to drive, but I just he's settling too much with the floaters. I prefer him to attack right to the basket, and from there you give yourself a chance to get the foul. If not, you also give Mitch a chance to get that offensive rebound and the bucket. Another thing I'm seeing right now is Mitch is not fighting for any offensive rebounds as far as like certain possessions. He's kind of giving it up to Aiton. That's why Aiton's easily on his way to a double double right now. I would like to see that, if Mitch doesn't have an offensive load, I'd like to see him be more active in, boxing out and things of that nature. I paid attention to Grimes, when he was defended by Chris Paul, but as soon as he was switched off to JaVale McGee, JaVale McGee brought him into the paint. He immediately was boxing out JaVale McGee in order to kind of keep him at bay. And if there was a rebound, JaVale really couldn't get it. And it was a strong box out too, so JaVale really couldn't get over him. It's things like that that I would like to see from Mitch.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. With the Mitchell Robinson really needs to assert himself there. We need an all-around team game. Just a real feel good, unselfish passing the ball, and like our agent Argos, Super Argos has. We can't have that third quarter of doom. We need to have that balanced scoring, especially in this third quarter. We need to see show us something. And see that we have changed the corner of that. Even if the Knicks doom prevail this quarter, but it can't be a third quarter of doom. We need something. We need something positive to start this third quarter. Now, what we do is, why don't we do this third quarter? We'll break the third quarter in even part. Definitely. I'll start the first 3 minutes of the quarter. We'll go G
Mhm.
Money to that 3 minutes, and then Steph Dan will close it out the first 3 minutes. How's that sound, guys?
All
Yes.
right.
It's like that. Everyone gets an equal share of calling play by play, and it won't be too much Sun centric. We'll put the Sun centric in the center of the sandwich. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then we'll have G Money do the first of the fourth 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, and then Dan will do three of the rest. Just leave me 3 minutes. Leave me the final 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. I'm happy with that. Out of my closing tonight. Even though I'm dealing with a little bit of back spasms as you see me there coming in and out. So yeah, that's why I do. Back spasms are not good.
Just want to take a look around the league right now. The
Yes, please do.
Chicago Bulls and the Orlando Magic are in halftime. The Bulls are up 55-46. The Timberwolves and the Hornets are at the half. The Hornets are up on the Wolves 68-58. The Raptors have just started with the Pacers. The score is 7-2. Raptors up on the Pacers. And the Wizards just started with the Thunder. The Thunder up on the Wizards 7-4. The Atlanta Hawks have just started with the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies up 4-2. So that's the look around the league, along with the Clippers defeating the Detroit Pistons earlier today, 107-96.
Thank you for that look around the league, Chef Dan. I appreciate it. Whipping up with all the ingredients, all the scoreboard tonight. So thank you, Chef Dan. A to Z, what's up? You could tell us anything you want there, Chef Dan. Excuse me, A to Z. G Money Suns look good. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, we do look well. I'm happy and I'm upset. I'm happy because D Book has just been assertive to this point, and also
Chef Dan,
and D
get
Book is just
killed.
lining up the garden to this point. D Book's lining up the garden for the Knicks. I mean, we're fighting. The Knicks are fighting. We are competing, but like you said, Kev, we just need to, continue to attack the rack and just limit turnovers. So you want to get back in the game. So yeah, again, I know I'm rooting for the Suns too because again, I want Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Monty Williams aiming to get a championship, and all that. But Yeah, we do look good right now. But I just hope the game's closer at the end. I don't want to see a blowout, to be honest. I want a close game.
Oh my God! I sent that meme earlier. Did you see that guy that was cleaning the floor? He did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, he did.
I would have, but you know when I wanted to see him when Patrick Ewing was on the court. He won't be doing all that fancy schmancy cleaning with all that sweat.
So they adjusted the score at halftime. It's 57-44.
Huh?
I don't know.
It says go Phoenix beat New York Knicks. So James Hill. He's with G Money on right now tonight. So they might be eating some extra turkey tonight. Some the turkey. Man, right now it's gonna be up to hog fight for this Knicks team. It's gonna be a really strong dog fight for this team to get back in here, second half. But I think the Knicks are up for it.
Um, it's all going to be dependent on driving in the paint. That's really it. We have to drive a lot more in the paint. The Suns are beating us in points in the paint 24-12. That's really the difference right there. We're down by 13 and they have 12 points in the paint more than us.
Who's in the building? What's going on, Z?
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope
Salute to
everybody's
you,
Hello,
Z.
Z.
hope everybody's Thanksgiving was better than mine. And hope everybody's doing well. How's this Knicks game going, guys? I got in a little late. I saw Devin Booker's going off.
It has been a sunrise in the first half. Literally, D Book in the crook, 22 in the first half. Suns up 13. They're half away of winning their 15th straight game. For we're just starting to attack the basket, but we need to limit turnovers. The Suns have 6 steals already. I mean, the
It's
third quarter.
also,
Yeah.
if you don't, sorry, I'll just get this
No,
in
no,
real
you're
quick
good. You're
before
good.
I
Go ahead. Go
forget.
ahead.
Kevin, everybody, it is a good litmus test tonight for RJ Barrett. He wants to take that next step as the primary perimeter defender. This is one of the biggest tests in the game that he's going to get. Devin Booker's skilled at all three levels of scoring in basketball, so this is a really good test for him tonight. And even if he fails the test, it's a good learning tool for him going forward. What do you guys think?
I agree with that point. It's a good test for RJ Barrett. Yes, indeed. Did I lose everyone?
No, we're all here.
Okay,
I'm
I
sorry,
thought.
I just waited to see Money talk crap about his Suns being good. You know it's all love G Money. I'm just playing.
I no, no, no. You're good. 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 I mean, I'm rooting for both teams. I know this won't happen. I would love to see Suns Knicks NBA Finals. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love to see a Phoenix New York NBA Finals for me.
Hmm.
Oh my God! Can you imagine Alfred Payton getting a triple double against his old team in the finals?
Oh my.
I'll
Yeah,
be like,
right now he's getting a
oh
triple double on the bench, just sitting
yeah,
there on his rear end.
Yeah,
eating
he
Pop
got 10 he
Tarts.
got 10 claps in. He gave Devin Booker 10 cups of water,
Mm,
and he spoke 10 times to his teammates. So that's a triple double.
yep.
Chef Dan, how's it going, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Right now, I'm just I don't know. I'm a little tired. I just woke up from a nap. That's why I'm just kind of just. I'm here. I'm trying to call the game to my best ability, but the excitement doesn't really happen until the second half. So I'm kind of waiting for
Right.
that. I see the Knicks are kind of sluggish right now. They're not doing the things that they're supposed to, but hopefully they get things right and they could, end the streak. Because, like they say, all good things must come to an end.
Salute to
Yep.
Recycling Bin Infinity in the building. The Recycling Bin and Infinity. Hopefully we don't recycle the New York Knicks loss tonight. We want to recycle. We want to put that losing streak for the Phoenix Suns. We want to put that winning streak in the recycling bin for them.
And we're trying to snap an 8 game losing streak to the Suns. Just a fun fact. Well,
Shout
not
out
fun
to
fact, but yeah,
Gary,
go on.
man. Gary came through on my channel on my first stream. Shout out to Gary.
Oh, man, Gary.
Oh come on. We don't we, we go we don't got your good luck charm. What kind of plays? Hmm.
We have Wally Zorbiak doing the game with Mike Breen. Yeah.
We
Wally
got the Jets.
Zerbiak's.
Ooh.
We
Why
got
don't
the
you like
Jedi.
Wally? Who
We got
doesn't
the
like
Jedi
Wally?
here. We got the Jedi
It's
here.
not that I don't like Wally. It's just that a
First of all,
lot
we
of
got
the
the
times Wally is called the. Never mind. I don't want
I'm
to
gonna
say
we
it.
use.
also
Never
We're
mind.
gonna
No,
we're gonna
say
use
it.
the Force. We're gonna tap into the Force tonight and get this victory.
guys. He acts like he played for the Knicks his whole career. Like, why
I
don't we have
know.
a tip
I don't.
forward doing
Did
I
he
play by?
ever have the jersey on?
no,
No, he
never.
never.
Imaginary jersey.
He might have played for G Money's sons or G Money's brothers, but not for the Knicks.
He lives in Long Island. That's why. As we start the third quarter here, as Kemba brings the ball up, bounce pass to Randall. Randall over to RJ. RJ got bumped, no call, but RJ continues to dribble. Floater misses his rebound. Aiden, good box out on Mitchell Robinson. Technique. That was good technique there. As Suns come up, here's Payne coming strong to the glass, and he hits it. So in transition, that was Monk who scored. Excuse me,
Oh, Bridges.
Bridges. Excuse me. Look at that. I'm all over the place. So I'm all tongue twisted here, thinking about the Oklahoma State tonight.
So
And here's Randall misses.
Thanksgiving.
Aiden comes up with the rebound. Aiden, here's CP3 coming up. Hey guys, love your channel. Hey, thank you, we appreciate it. Here's Chris Paul. Chris Paul on the dime shoots a mid range, and that's cash. So back to the Knicks trailing here, 61-44, and it's the story repeat, rinse again. Suns opponents and team come up and hit on a run. Here's Kemba Walker in the paint, and he got hit for a foul, so he gets a foul call here. So hopefully we gets to the line here. So Kemba Walker, we really would need him to assert himself. If he could assert himself here in the first part of this third quarter, settle this team down, trust the team to play some good defense, I would like to see the offense run to Kemba Walker coming up here as he comes up for the first free throw.
Not even that,
And he
Kev.
hits.
Oh,
Yes, go
sorry.
ahead, Shaq. Go ahead, no, go ahead. We got in
No,
between.
just it's not even just. I agree with you. He needs to assert himself, but also get Mitchell Robinson involved. Get Julius Randle some easy buckets.
Right.
Run this offense and take some pressure off of our guys that have the biggest load on them.
That's exactly what I mean, and you articulated perfect as Kemba Walker hits the free throw. The Knicks trail 61-46 with 11:02 here as Chris Paul brings the ball up here, and he up by the logo. He drives. He's driving. He kicks it out. And here's a drive, and Johnson misses it. Here's R.J. Barrett to Julius. And what was they called? Did they call a foul to stop the play here?
It might be
Julius.
clear path.
Yes, it was because Julius was heading for a dunk, and the
Mhm.
refs late whistle, by the way, and Bridges was driving there, and here's Art Barrett, and he was
Oh,
passing it.
Crowder. Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
So it's a
Yeah,
clear
and we
path foul.
nice heads up play by Kemba Walker there, and RJ keeping his head up, seeing Julius on the
Mhm.
breakaway. Very good start to the second half.
So did
Right,
they
right,
call
right.
it? Did they give them a clear path foul? We'll find out in a second. As they're gonna review it if I'm assuming.
Uh, just a quick question as they're doing the review. I
Yes,
know
sir.
they want to do the take file. What if that's the result for every take file that every team wants to essentially take in
Clear
transition?
path.
Is
It
that
should be.
all
It should
all
be Chef
those in transition take files are just now clear path?
It should
Hmm.
be because that's ruining the game, like to a certain extent. Like it's a ticky tack foul that doesn't need to be in the game. I hope they change it.
I
Not
Exactly
only
mean,
what you
that,
but
said.
at the same time, here's a double edge to it right now. If the Knicks are driving more, that allows them to head to the free throw line more. That slows down time. That allows them to chip into this deficit before time, becomes a problem. This right
Yeah, but
here is helping them.
at
all
the
right.
same time too, it also helps them getting easy buckets and transition helps as well.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And get into the line. If I were the Knicks, attack. Because again, the Suns are prone to foul. So if I were the Knicks,
Ooh, RJ misses
attack
that free
Aiden.
throw. RJ missed the first free throw. He has another one coming up. So RJ's going to the line there. So not to Julius. So here's it was weird because it was Julius who was going to go for the dunk. He goes one of
Yeah,
two, and the Knicks will retain possession there.
that,
Salute to Davar. Davar, County Cigar. Salute Davar. I had that other cigar you sent me. I had in the humidor. Phenomenal cigar. Thank you again, my friend. I hope your Thanksgiving was well.
salute to Dave, man. But also Kev, it was because RJ was the one that was fouled
Okay,
on the.
and here's Kemba, and Kemba hits on the dime there. So right now, Knicks cut this down to 61-49 with 10:38 here. as CP3 brings the ball up. CP3 picked up by Walker. 14 on the shot clock. Crowder shoots three, and he hits it off the curl. So Crowder hits a three-pointer off the curl. 64-49 there with 10-15 on the third. Here's Kemba. Kemba driving. Kemba passes it Fournier, and good hands by Devin Booker. Knicks retain possession with 13 on the shot clock. We got all the players here. We got Kevin Durant in the building. We have LaMelo Ball in the building in the channel. You never know what we get. We said we were worldwide and we were all over the place, but we didn't know we were going to be all NBA channel. So salute to everyone.
That's
I hope you hit that like there.
that Jedi Force, man.
Absolutely, it's Randall. Randall and Crowder. Randall in the paint, and he's got nowhere to go. Back to Kemba. Kemba's going to fire up a three. It's good. 3-pointer. Kemba Walker. Knicks trail 64-52 here with 9:52 as CP3 brings the ball up. Thank you. I appreciate it. And here's a Booker with a three, try to sell it, but no call. So he didn't get the call. Here comes Walker. Walker feeling it. Walker keeps the dribble. Walker has Crowder, has a mismatch. He's calling for a screen for Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, here's a screen. Walker rises. Had a good look there, but misses. Here's Booker coming up. Booker, he's going to hit a three, and it's good. So, wow, swing play there. Knicks had a little momentum, but this is why Phoenix Suns are dangerous, the defending Western Conference champion. They're up 67-52 here. They have depth. They can hit it from all parts as Fournier brings the ball. Here's Fournier, drives, and he's going aggressive to the glass. No call there, but Mitch Robinson had the rebound. Last touch by Phoenix. They'll inbound the ball here. So I'll hand it over to G Money to go ahead, G Money. Take us for a couple of minutes, and then we'll keep it moving. So we all have an equal opportunity to call the games. Go ahead, G.
All right, 8:34 to go. The rising Phoenix Suns trying to win their 15th straight game. CP3, the point guard at the Rock. Phoenix up 13. Chris gets the screen. Hits CP3 mid range. Brick rebounded by Evan Fournier. Suns up 13, 8:15 to go. Here's Fournier, who's missing like 7 shots. Here's Kemba, who has been aggressive to start the third quarter, to state at least. Here's Kemba, the double. Kemba at the right wing. He needs some help and a bad foul on Jay Crowder. And so far, the Knicks playing a little bit more urgency. 8:05 to go. Here's Monty Williams, the third-year head coach for the Suns. Well, excuse me, Monty's used to coach the New Orleans Hornets / Pelicans. He's been with the Suns for 3 years now. So 8:05 to go in the third quarter. Here's Cam Johnson. Remember last year had that vicious monster mash on PJ Tucker? That was in game 3. That was beautiful. 8:03 to go in the third quarter. Here's coming to RJ at the right wing. Send screen. RJ at the elbow. RJ attacking the rack. Can't scoop it in. Here's Randall, offensive board, and a foul. And so for the Knicks have been slightly the more aggressive team in the third quarter, getting the offensive board. 7:53 to go in the third quarter. And the Suns are prone to foul a lot because they're kind of small. They're prone to foul. That killed them in the NBA Finals after they had that 2-0 lead on the Bucks and lost 4 in a row. Here's Randall at the right elbow. At the baseline, excuse me. Here's Kemba. Back to RJ. Puts up a 3. That rims out. Here's Mitch. Throws it up. Can't score. Here's Fournier. Can't tip it home. And Book saves it. And no, out of bounds. Except out of bounds. 7:39 to go. You know, the Knicks have been a slightly more aggressive team on the boards and stuff in the third quarter. The Suns on a 4-game road trip. The next game's in Brooklyn tomorrow. 2 teams that I predict will be in the finals, the Suns and the Nets. But in the season, Knicks fans trying to get the team hyped. 7:36 to go in the third. Here's Kemba dancing, prancing, puts up a 3. Splash cash for Cardiac Kemba. Has come alive in the third. Knicks down 10. It's a 13-6 run by New York. Phoenix up 10. 7:20 to go. Here's the point guard at the elbow. Back to D Book. Devin Book at the top of the key. Kemba right in his grill. 7:12 to go. 6 to go on the shot clock. Book feeding. Cash it in. Bucket and book it for Devin Booker. Man, he has lighted up MSG tonight. 27 points for Devin Booker. Suns up a baker's dozen. 6:56 to go in the third quarter. Here's Kemba with the rock, who has been big time in the third quarter. 8 points in the third for Kemba. Kemba driving, slicing, throws it up, can't scoop it in. Chris Paul trying to save it, and he does. His CP3 bringing Book up. His Book puts up a three. Bang, bang, bang for Devin Booker. He has just tortured Knicks fans
How
tonight.
you
30,
gonna do a triple
30
bang for
points
Devin
for
Booker?
Book. Wow.
How you gonna do a triple bang for Devin Booker, but not a single thing for Kemba, man?
Hey.
Oh no, you
Booker,
gotta do it for the Knicks.
fine. I will. Here's Randall, puts it up and weaves it in for JR30, our all-star, Julius Randle.
Who's
Sums
all
up
star?
our all-star.
Not your all star. Your all star's Chris Paul and Devin Booker.
His Book, is he hot? No. Mitch getting the board. Here's Evan Fournier pushing the ball up. Evan slices it to the rack and squeeze it in. Phoenix up 72-61, 5:52 to go. The Knicks showing some grit, showing some fight in that third quarter after being out by 17. Can this get Fournier going? He can slice, attack to the rack. Suns up 11, 5:52 to go in the third.
My dog is disgusted with you right now, G Money. He says to the Knicks. Look at him. He's all upset.
Yeah, I'll take
We'll
over.
give Chef.
Yeah,
We'll take Chef
I'm
Dan
taking
down
over
here.
from here. Yeah.
And then Z. We'll get Z in the fourth. Start the fourth quarter there. Yeah. Have do you have the feed Z or no?
Yep.
Okay. All
Watching
right. Just to make sure. Guys, Chef Dan, you're all yours uninterrupted.
No, we're entering a commercial break right now.
All right. Just wanted to make sure. Remember, guys, let everyone finish their 4 minutes apiece so that we all can get the game going in there. I love it right now. G Money, good job there. Good job there on that there.
Thank you.
The G Money going in there. 72-61. So G Money's in training. We'll get him to give us the triple bang 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 for the Knicks when they score. Not with the visiting team. You know, we salute to the chat. Everyone's on fire there. Lamar, we have LaMelo Ball. We have KD in the building. We have Gary in the building. Of course, Calvin T. Jones in the building. Super Agent, Agent Super Argo. Excuse me. I always say it backwards there. We got the recycling bin was in the building. So wow. So we got all the who's of who's out there. James is in the building. You know, Maria,
We got
of course.
Gary.
Maria. We got Gary, Apama Coco in the building. So we were always Joe Curry, always supporting the program in the building. We had Raymond Jamie, Amado was in the building. We also had a Mango Chester was there. Johnny Davis was in the building. Kenny was in the building. So salute to Kenny. And of course, we had KD in the building. Kevin Durant, had a night off in Brooklyn, so he came in the building. So salute to him there. We had Knicks 100 GM. AGM. He always follows everywhere for us and always a staple. So salute to him in the chat. Absolutely. Thank you so much to everyone joining there. We also had Big Task was in the building, still in the building. Big Task was in there earlier too as well. We had Jerome out in the Philippines in the building. Of course, Mike Ortiz. How can I forget about Mike Ortiz? Was in the building live and early. So Maria wants to see this victory. Come on, Knicks. What's going on? They want them to get their act together. Chef Dad, let me know when that quarter is in there. Go ahead, Z.
Yeah,
Was it
still on commercial. Sorry,
Maria
go ahead.
was a good luck charm for our stream Bronx on that game. So hopefully she brings some of that Bronx luck over to the Knicks. Maria, we need you and your good luck charms.
Right now, they're showing Monty Williams talking to G Money's sons, and they're showing a quote by him. Right now, he's talking. I guess he's talking about the Knicks.
No Fournier.
Oh, his time spent while he was with the Knicks. Oh, those are highlights of him right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a former Knick. Yeah, I remember when he was drafted with them.
Back in
It
the
was.
day too.
Mm-hmm.
Heck of a coach too, and more importantly, heck of a person because everything he's been through, and he still continues to, live his life. Good guy,
Most
nothing but respect.
definitely is Chris Paul bring the ball up. He swung it to Ayton over to Booker to Bridges back to Ayton over the over to Johnson. Johnson missed a three. Knicks have the rebound. Walker brings the ball up, brings it up to RJ. RJ in the post against Chris Paul, kicks it out to Noel. Noel for corner three, and that rolls around the rim and out. Booker driving up the court fast, pulls up for a mid-range floater, doesn't get it. Fournier with the ball, he has it, and he tosses it out of bounds. But there was a lot of contact there.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, most definitely.
So I believe, yeah, the Knicks are inbounding the ball. Kemba inbounds it to Julius. Julius takes a mid range that rolls in and out. Aiton with the rebound. Paul bringing the ball up. He's defended by Noel. Switched off to Fournier. He's top of the key, calling out an action. Gets the pick by Aiton. He's driving to the paint. He gets the and one. Scores
Yeah.
74-61 with 4:47 left in the third quarter.
Jeff Dan, how are they going to call that for Chris Paul and then Evan Fournier gets mobbed? I guess that's
That's called that hometown cooking, right? As Chris Paul misses the free throw, the score is 74-61. 4:42 left in the third quarter. Julius Randle bringing the ball up, defended by Cam Johnson. Passes the ball to RJ. RJ passes it to Julius. Julius has a mismatch with Chris Paul. Gets a double team and gets pickpocketed in the double team. Booker passes it to Aiton. Aiton open in the paint. Gets the slam. Scores 76-61. Knicks down by 15, and Tom Thibodeau is disgusted. He calls a timeout. 4:15 left in the third quarter, and Noel looks to be in excruciating pain.
That's not good. This guy's always these centers, man. They can never catch a break.
That's what happens when you got two injury-prone centers playing. You know, it's just they've both been injury-prone their whole career, so we can't expect much out of them. But they need to stay on the floor because when they're on the floor, obviously we're a better basketball team.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point there on that one. Let's see. Well, let me give you some let me give you some stats. Knicks are shooting 37%, 20 out of 54. The Suns are shooting 30 out of 55, 55.6% from the field. The Knicks are 6 out of 21 from three-point land. The Suns aren't that hot either. They're 8 out of 20, 8 out of 19 from 3 points. Knicks have nine turnovers. The Suns 3. That's a big difference there. The free throws, Knicks 15 out of 18 from the free throw line. I don't have the Suns free throw line. They didn't show me. Listen, therefore, yeah, I don't have their free throw percentage. Knicks right now, that the big points in the paint. Man, it's so messed up. So I'm sorry, I had the stats all wrong. I'm all mixed up
The
there.
points
But
in the paint are 30-18. The free throws right now, the Suns are 4 of 5. The Knicks are 15 of 18.
mhm.
The the second chance points, the Knicks have 13. The Suns have 4. Fast break points, the Suns have 12. The Knicks have 0. Points off of turnovers, the Suns have 15. The Knicks have 5. The biggest lead the Suns have had is 17. The biggest lead the Knicks have had is 4. And the Suns have 14 personal fouls to the Knicks 8.
I mean, you normally all those. If you hear a free throw discrepancy like that, where we have 15 from 18 and they're 4 or 5, that's a good sign. But then you hear those fast break points, that just kills you. So it's like we're dominant in one area that we normally aren't, and that's the foul discrepancy in the free throws. But back to the game for Chef Dan.
No, they're still just showing the crowd right now, but it's just I don't know. You see the large disparity in the free throws, and that would kind of indicate to tell you to drive more, but we're really not driving right now.
We're a jump trying to turn. They're trying to turn this team into a jump shooting team, and that's not the way it needs to be. We just need to take what's given to us.
Right, right. And look who's there, Elf on the Shelf. Speaking to Chris Paul.
As Fournier inbounds the ball to Julius. Julius bounces it off of Fournier's leg, and it goes out of bounds. Suns get the ball off of Knicks turnovers, 76-61. Campaign bringing the ball up. He's dribbling into the paint, passes it to Booker. Booker for three, and he gets it. Top of the key, 79-61 with 3:58 left in the third quarter. As Kemba Walker's bringing the ball up, passes it to RJ. RJ drives, passes it to Fournier. Fournier, he's working along the sideline. He gets a mid range, misses the Bridges with the rebound, passes it up to Booker. Booker with a fast-paced three, and he misses it. Walker with the Walker gets the rebound, gets the pass from the rebound from Noel. He's dribbling, gets the ball, passes it to Noel, passes it back to Walker. Walker for three, he gets it, and they're calling an offensive foul on Noel, I believe.
Oh, come on.
It wasn't even. That was ticky tack,
Wow.
right? That was ticky
Yeah.
tack.
Oh my God.
As Afro quickly comes in the game.
Wow, that was a
Campaign,
bad call.
yeah,
Oof.
campaign is defended by Quickly, switched over to Barrett. He's driving, scoop layup high off the glass and in. Scores 81-61. Burks dribbling around. He's looking for Quickly. Quickly can't get free. Noel passes it over to RJ. RJ dribbling, takes the mid range, and it was blocked. Bridges passes it to Johnson. Johnson driving hard, and he gets fouled.
Wow. Phoenix is posing their will. Anything that they want. And
Yeah, I can hear someone's game.
It's G Money, I think. G Money, turn your game down.
Oops, my fault.
And, it takes me back as a coach. My opinion as a coach. There's nothing that kills a game more, or a coach upsets a coach more than you call a timeout, you draw up a great play or a play that you think's great, and then they just come right out with a turnover and just lay an egg.
yeah.
That's be frustrating. As soon as that was the downfall for this quarter so far, this closeout.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got the call. We got
Jeff Dan, you good?
As Burks takes a 3-pointer and he hits it. Score is 83-64 with 2:24 left in the third. Suns inbound the ball. Booker dribbling, bringing the ball up, defended by RJ. He gets free, drives to the paint, misses the dunk. Well defended there. Quickly bringing the ball up fast, passes it to RJ. Archery corner three, and he gets it. Scores 83-67 with 2:04 left in the third, and the Suns take a timeout.
And this is what wakes the Knicks up, hopefully.
Nice block by Randall, and then leads to a transition three by RJ at the corner. Yeah.
Okay, Zeke.
Bang, bang, bang. Happy?
That wasn't enthusiastic.
No.
Horrible. That was horrible.
Okay. Go ahead, Zeke.
Come on, man. Chris Paul does it. Bang, bang, bang. CP3 with another
He's
one.
out there. He's out there on the stream looking like Quagmire from Family Guy. Bang, bang, bang.
When RJ does it, bang, bang. RJ made it, I guess.
So wait, Mike Breen can do a double bang
He
for
goes-
Marcus Smart in the guard.
No, he goes, RJ,
I do a
wait.
triple bang for
Dude,
Devin Booker. It's bad. Wow.
He does it with enthusiasm for both sides.
He does it, yeah, he does it with enthusiasm from both sides. But when RJ shoots a three and makes it, you go, I need it. No, he goes,
Shazam.
he goes, no, he goes, what? I need a replay. I need to see if it really went in.
Yeah, is Monty Williams going to challenge that?
So both teams are kind of getting ready to come out of the timeout.
Look, G Money's getting restless because he thinks the Knicks will make a comeback here.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Oh.
Defense. 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 Defense.
So Suns
G.
inbound the ball. Campaign has the ball, defended by Quickly, gets a screen. Oh, nice defense.
Defense.
Dude.
And they were out of bounds when they received the ball. So Landry Shamet was out of bounds when he received the ball. So 152 left in the third. Knicks inbounding the ball. The score is 67. Burks has the ball. He's bringing the ball up, defended by Shamet. Crosses the half court line, dribbling. Gets the pick by Obi. IQ comes out, gets the ball, fakes the three, takes a couple dribbles, drives, passes it to Noel, gets it back, drives, kicks it out to Obi. Obi driving, turns around, mid range, misses it. JaVale with the rebound, passes it to Payne. Payne driving up the court, defended by Noel. He's dribbling, surveying, shoots the three, misses it. Knicks with the rebound. IQ bringing the ball up. Burks gets the ball, dribbling in the paint, kicks it out. Oh, bounced right out of Obi's hands, out of bounds. So Suns have it. Scores 83-67 with a minute 6 left in the third. Payne has the ball, bringing it up, defended by IQ. Dribbling, passes it to Booker. Booker in the mid range, double team, and stolen by Burks. Burks has the ball, brings it up to Obi. Obi driving, misses his own, gets it back, and puts it right back in. Obi Toppin scores 83-69, 48 seconds left in the third. Campaign gets Landry Shamet gets a 3-pointer, scores 86-69, 38 seconds left. RJ has the ball, he's bringing it up, he's dribbling around in the paint, shoots the floater, misses it, but Noel tips it right in. 86-71, 30 seconds left. Payne has the ball, he's bringing it up, defended by IQ. Passes it to Booker. Booker top of the key near the DoorDash sign. He passes it to Payne. Payne fakes the pass back to Booker. Booker passes it to JaVale. And is that a foul? As we see a cameraman.
Of course, it's a foul. You love it. Referees love
Foul
calling foul.
when JaVale McGee completely decleats.
Mhm.
Well, but on the help defense, there's a foul.
The officiating's been bad. It has not been all that good. I gotta be honest. The officiating's not been that good. The officiating's not been that good, man.
Guys, there's something really positive.
As Booker has the ball and he's double teamed their half court line. Pass out to, and JaVale misses it, but they call a foul on the dunk attempt.
If I missed that Obi Toppin, when that quick post up, the spin move, and the mid range jumper, it didn't go in, but that was a nice move, and it was a good shot, close, and we haven't seen that out of Obi, so it shows he's working on his game. That was good to see.
Score is 86-71 with JaVale McGee at the line. 2 seconds left in the third quarter.
Jacked in a full MVP.
JaVale McGee.
And he makes the first free throw. Scores 87-71. Fail at the line. And he makes both free throws. Scores 88-71. 2 seconds left in the third quarter. RJ passes it to Obi. RJ for half court heave, and it hits the backboard. So end of the third, 88-71.
Wow, we go to the third quarter. Wow. Right now, what looks like the Knicks, every time they're on offense, they look like every little basket, they have to labor so hard to just score. Either putbacks, guys are hitting the floor, and Phoenix comes down and makes it so easy, so smooth, and You see the difference in talent. That's what you really much see there.
And also, too, mainly, yes, it's talent across the board, but it's also the point guard play is the most important part of that. You
Yep.
see Chris Paul and even Cameron Payne just completely getting everybody involved and getting the Jay Crowders, getting your defensive guys easy baskets and transitions so they want to play defense harder. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you
Right,
got
right.
to pitch an easy dunk or you got to get guys easy buckets so that they want to go harder on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. There. Let's see. Let's go with the. Still, I don't have the stats for the fourth quarter, so we'll wait on that going into there.
Well, in the third quarter, it seems like the Phoenix Suns outscored the Knicks 31-27. So far, the Phoenix Suns are 55% field goal percentage, Knicks 36. Suns are 42% from the 3-point line, Knicks are 33. Suns are 89% from the free throw line, Knicks are 83. Rebounds, the Knicks out rebound the Suns so far 38-26. Offensive rebounds, we out rebound them 12-1. The assist count right now is Suns are beating us 21-8. The steals, they're beating us 8-4. Blocks 2-1. They're beating us. Turnovers, we have 13. They have 6. Points in the paint, they have 32. We have 22. Second chance points, we have 17. They have 4. Fast break points, they have 15. We have 3. Points off of turnovers, they have 20. We have 7. Biggest lead they have is 22, and the biggest lead we had is 4.
They show Jimmy Johnson and Pat McAfee there.
There's my guy, the greatest coach of all time, Jimmy Johnson.
And it's also Pop. I know you love Pop too. And
No,
by the way, Pop
that's
might retire. Yeah.
all time in football. I'm
Go,
talking
go ahead,
football.
go, guys.
Right,
Zach,
right.
go get the call. It started.
Fourth quarter, as Bridges or Cameron Payne brings the ball up, 88-71. 5 seconds gone in the fourth. Cameron Payne trying to size up quickly, gets a screen from McGee, looking for Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson for 3. It's good. So 91-71. They're up 20. Quickly's got to do something here. He's bringing the ball up the court. Burks gets the ball and looking for the screen from Noel. He takes it. He's trying to drive to the basket, throws up a floater, no good, but a foul. So good job by Burks there to try to assert himself, try to get to the line, like Chef Dan said, stop the clock, get some easy bucket, get some easy points. Cameron Payne looks to be hurt on the play. He bent over, started laboring a little bit. Oh no, they're not going to the shooting foul. Wow. Okay. Burks inbounds the basketball, looking inbound. There's Quickly. He gets it to Quickly. The 3-point line, getting a screen from Nerlens Noel, trying to dribble into the paint. Has 2 on him, backs it out. Looking to size up Bridges. He goes to the basket, gets a flip in, and it's good. 91-73. 11 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Oh, delay a game maybe. Just quickly trying to deny Cameron Payne the basketball. Gets it into Campaign. This Campaign calls out a play. He's bringing the ball up quickly on him. And some movement, a screen from McGee. He takes it, floats it up, and puts it in. Back to 20 points, 93-73. 11 minutes to go. Here comes Quickly, trying to get something going. We got to put a run together now. We can't wait. Screen from Noel, terrible screen. Didn't even use it. Quickly throws up a 3. It's good. 93-76. Bang, G-Money. Bang. Emmanuel Quickly with the 3. There we go. There's some enthusiasm for our Knicks. As Cameron Payne brings the ball up, trying to drive on Quickly, floats it up, misses, in and out. McGee trying to tip it around, rebounded by Noel. Out to Quickly. Quickly's bringing the ball up, looking for a screen from Obi, doesn't use it. Obi goes away. Look, little stagnant. I don't like this. Very stagnant in the offense. Quickly's trying to ISO, gets a screen, another 3, no good. Bad possession there by the Knicks. We got to get everybody involved to get some passing going. Cameron Payne bringing the ball up past the logo. Good screen from Cam Johnson. Payne throws it out. 3-pointers up. It is no good, but a foul? Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. That is terrible. Quentin
These
Grimes
refs.
game. These refs are a joke, man. They always are.
Where was the foul at?
It was a good closeout by Quentin Grimes. It was a good acting job by. He didn't even act. He didn't even flop. What was that? I don't know. First free throw's up and good for Shamet. 94-76. Tibbs has got to be screaming his face off right now. As Elfrid Payton looks depressed talking to Chris Paul. At least he'd be playing if he was still on the Knicks. Second free throw's good by Shamet. Waiting on the third one here. This is bad. This is a bad start to the fourth quarter. That's exactly what we didn't need. Misses the third one. Rebounded Burks. Over to Quickly as they bring it up slow. They need to get some pace going and get everybody involved. Play some little bit of a motion offense. Nice screen action away from the pass to Obi. Back to Quickly. Quickly's trying to get into the paint. Throws it up for Obi. Where was that pass going? Fast break for the Suns. Cam Johnson pulls it out. Over to Shamet for three again, and it is good. And the game's getting away from us. 98-76 with 9:38 to go. Burks bringing it up. They're walking the ball up the court. You got to get easy buckets quick. Off the screen, over to Quickly for three. Good. Bang. The Knicks, hopefully they can climb back and get a stop here as Cameron Payne brings the ball up the floor. See how quickly, guys, that the Suns are getting into their offense and the Knicks are just walking it up. Cameron Payne trying to attack the basket. And they call a foul for Cameron Payne falling down. Wow. I don't know what they want the Knicks to do on defense without it being a foul, guys. That's bad. That is just so bad.
Oh, wow.
That is bad. I mean, that was good defense. Cameron Payne just fell. As they inbound the ball to Cameron Payne, he throws a little bit of a shoulder into Alec Burks. That should have been an offensive foul. Cam Johnson with the double team kicks it back out to Cameron. Cameron Payne looking over to Cam Johnson, brings it in, layup no good, and it's tipped out of bounds by Quickly. Good defense there though. Are they calling a? Wow, I'm speechless. It's hard to come back in.
All right, you want me to take the call?
Go ahead, man. This is sad. I don't want to do this anymore.
No. Here comes. All right, 7:55 here. Here's Quickly in the game. Quickly has the ball. Quickly still keeps his dribble. Quickly in the paint. Back to Noel. Noel and deep in the paint spins with a hook. Misses at point blank. And here comes Phoenix. Phoenix doing whatever they want on the court. And a pushing foul. Another ticky-tack foul. My goodness, this is really a really close game here with the hands there. Although it was a good foul there, I'm not going to say that, but it was a little bit of a ticky-tack, but a foul is a foul as Paul comes in here, 98-78.
But at the same time, Kev, we've literally seen Julius Randle or Nerlens Noel get thrown on the floor by RJ and nothing's called.
And here's McGee with a Statue of Liberty play, and they call it and a foul. So right now, Phoenix opposing their will here. So
that's
McGee
terrible.
Going there. And wow. Wow. That's a bad call there. Wow. The rookie, the neophyte, the referees know he's a neophyte, and they're just calling the whistle. I mean, wow, that's not 179.
The contact didn't even move JaVale McGee. It wasn't contact. Didn't even disrupt him at all.
And of course, Kevin T. Jones, you got a good point there. I like his quote. That's a good point there. No, he has a right. I agree with you on that. As McGee, and he's gonna complete the 3-point play. He misses. Obi Toppin comes up with the rebound. Now you got Toppin and Julius on the floor with Burks and Grimes. I would like to see the Knicks play a little more quicker, like you said. You have time is against you with 8:20 here, 179 as Burks driving. And he got swiped away. The Knicks were retaining with 7 on the shot clock. So good hands by Crowder to knock that ball out of bounds.
You can't be walking up the floor down 21. You got to get easy buckets.
And Aiden comes in the game here. And he goes, too many wishy-washy fans. Okay. And here's Quickly into Toppin. Toppin's going to shoot the 3. Oh, just missed it. Aiden comes up the ball. Toppin had a nice look there. The form was nice. It's just right now not going in right now for that man. Here's Paul Paul wanted to take over. Grimes, good closeout by Quentin Grimes. A good defense there by Julius unaided. Here comes Quentin Grimes with the ball. Quentin back to Randall. Randall back to Obi. Obi, come on, Obi. Back to Julius. Julius back to Obi. Obi's is scared of throwing and shooting the three as Burks spins. Back now he's gonna have to put up a three. And it's not a nice look there. Not falling in there, but good pass by Burks to Randall. Randall working hard and finally gets a call. There was a lot of contact. A lot of contact prior to that, and they finally get the call here.
Okay, so it seems like the only person that can get a call on the Knicks is either Kemba Walker or Julius Randle. Because we know RJ definitely ain't getting no calls.
Kevin Knox citing everybody.
Yeah, because the game is out of reach now.
Yeah, but normally you still don't get in. So good for Kevin Knox.
I'm glad to see that young man in there. Let's see. I hope he has not taken Obi out for Knox. We'll find out. And
Let's see if he's taking Burks.
Who he's taking out here? Obi Toppin. Oh,
Right.
my God.
Because Obi just played a little.
Come on, man. Real?
This is bad.
And let's get going here. Hopefully Knox can shoot us back in there or get some playing time. Randall hit. So Kevin Knox, here is your time to try to get some more playing time tonight, my friend. Knicks down by 20, 180 with 7:35. Now, if Kevin Knox can come in here and shoot with Quentin Grimes, you got shooters on here. Got shooters on the court. That's quickly playing some good defense. Paul's trying to sell the foul call and no avail. But finally they call They finally call a loose ball foul on Quickly.
Oh,
As Paul doing a good job there.
No.
They want us to chase cheap money. So Chris Paul says, you should have called the foul when I swung the ball. No, that rule was changed. Quickly plays smart there.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Curry, he says clean out January 15th. Everyone can be traded. Great
Still
here.
early.
Paul go to the line and hits one. And cheap money is back.
Yep.
So Paul's going to go to the line. He hits the first one. He has another one, a pair of free throws, and he misses it. So he goes 1-2 on the line, 101-80. As Quickly brings the ball up. And we'll see Knox touching the ball. Knox with a floater. Knox misses. Knox fighting for that, but Knox showing some hustle there. He missed following his shot, but here comes Paul. Paul back to Shannon, back to Paul. 7:04 here, left in the game, 13 on the shot clock. Chris Paul keeping the dribble, bounce pass in the paint, back out to paint to Johnson. Johnson to Paul. Paul's going to hit a three, and it's good. Chris Paul from downtown, 104-80. So Quickly's going to shoot up a three. Quickly, and he challenge accepted. Quickly hits a three-pointer, 83-104. So Quickly's having a little battle here with Chris Paul. This is something to look at this going forward.
Oh.
Chris Paul. And nice defense by Commander Quickly with a good defensive stop. Here's Quickly running down. Back to Quentin Grimes. Transition three. It's good. Three-pointer. Quentin Grimes.
Cash.
Bang!
Timeout. Phoenix. So that's how you try to get the comeback
Money.
here.
We need a triple bang. We need a triple bang for Quentin Grimes.
I got to say right now, it seems like the only person.
Quentin Grimes, downtown, bang, bang, bang,
Right.
bang.
All right.
I just want to say right now, it seems like the only person that kind of feels like, regardless of the score, as long as there's time on the clock, it is a game, is Quickly. Quickly seems to be the only person that gets the point that Zach is putting out. We need quicker offense. We need, something has to give. We need a spark at this point. And I can understand what Tibbs is going for in the sense of why he wants to sit Obi for Kevin Knox, in that Obi really hasn't hit a lot of threes this season. Kevin Knox, he's the more natural three shooter. So if you want to, if you want to move this game in a faster pace, then the three ball is the way to go. You can't penetrate at this point.
Where did Z go? Z left. He must have dropped. And of course, Quickly has heart. Quickly has heart. That's what it's exactly.
He's a bulldog. He fights. He hustles. He's been you can say our best player in the second half, other than Kemba.
Yeah, I agree with you there. So let's see. You got shooters. Quickly's got shooters around him here. Knox, Grimes, Julius, he's got some shooters around him. Let's see if these guys could have some, like Frank says, quickly has heart. Hopefully that leads by example. He took the challenge. Um, they say he takes the challenge up against Chris Paul. Challenge accepted, and you saw that he played a really good defensive. He
Mhm.
got a little bit into Chris Paul's head, although Chris Paul hit that three. Grimes rotated just a hair late, left him wide open. But hopefully going forward, watch this matchup between how quickly finishes this game here. The remainder of these few minutes left, and then the 6:21 mark. It's plenty of time still left there as Z returns into the building. So Z,
My fault, guys. Technical difficulties. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're fine,
you
man.
just wanted to get a piece of a turkey wing or something.
Mm.
Nah, man, I ate all the turkey. I'm at the stuffing now. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't that. But no,
What about the
I
pumpkin
do.
pie?
I wanted to agree so much with what Chef Dan said about quickly, because I'm not. He still has to grow as a point guard, but I like how he's forcing the issue and trying his best to get some offense. And he's about the only one that's fighting. Chef Dan was 100% on that one.
But then also, Zach, to your point about what he still has to learn, these are the moments that you learn it right here. Is when we're down a
Exactly.
whole bunch of points. You need quick offense. You see him getting to Grimes. You remember we talked about this last game when Grimes kind of played like 5 minutes or so and
Yep.
quickly kind of looked out of sorts. It's like if you can get other people going, you kind of get played one on one. From there, you can do whatever you want.
And
As
as Kev
Booker
said
brings the
too,
ball up,
oh,
go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your point. Go ahead.
this is about Knox. In a game like this, I see why Tibbs put him in to where he played with some motivation and some hustle because he wanted to
Booker
earn
misses
minutes.
the shot there. Ball knocked out of Randall's hand.
Ah.
And here comes Grimes. Grimes back. Oh, turns the ball over there,
Oof.
trying to find Knox in the corner. But here's an alley oop to Johnson and scores there. So a turnover there led to transition points. 106-96. So this game is getting a little bit out of hand here. The Knicks trying to make a valid comeback here. There's still plenty of time for a run in the NBA, but the way Phoenix offense is running, it's going to be tough hill to climb. As Quickly gets the ball here with 5:35 here. Quickly off the curl is going to shoot the three, and Quickly short there. That means he's a little fatigued when he falls short in front of the rim. And here's Paul coming up. He's got Burks on him now. Booker calling for it. He's want to post up on Quickly, but Quickly still showing the heart, playing tight defense there. And there's a ball across court, and the Phoenix Suns just passing the ball at ease. And they call what they call here a turnover,
No offensive 3 second
offensive
violation.
3-second violation. Okay, good call there. Thank you, Chef Dan. So let's see if I can cut a run here. Let's see if I get a run before as Knox will
God.
inbound the ball here. I want to call Kevin Knox 3-pointer. So hopefully, and here comes Quickly with 5:05 here. Quickly gets the ball back. Quickly passes to Grimes. Grimes is going to shoot the three. It's off the mark. So rebound Aiden. So good looks there for Grimes all game tonight, just not hitting. And here's misses. Here's Burks coming the ball up. Alex Burks. Burks can get hot too.
Mid-range shot, and it's good.
You're
Burks
gonna do the
hits it,
call?
so the score is, yeah, I'll take over. 106-88 with 4:34 left in the fourth. Yeah, the game is over by now as Booker has the ball. He's dribbling, defended by Julius. Oh, stolen! And Burks has it over to IQ. Passes it to Burks. Burks' layup is good. And the score is 106-90. It seems like the Knicks want to make this a game. 4:14 left in the fourth. Cam
McBride coming
Johnson.
in. Wow.
Oh my gosh, passed over. And is it still Phoenix ball? They're saying it's still Phoenix
Mhm.
ball. Oh, Deuce McBride coming into the game as Julius Randle sits down. Seems that Tibbs gets the point that we need more fast paced people, but also Burks sitting down. He's getting a reprieve. He's been playing a lot of minutes. Suns inbounded to Aiton. Aiton passes it to Paul. Paul oops it to Aiton. Aiton gets the dunk. Knicks inbounded fast, 108-90. Quickly with the ball. Defended by Paul, gets screened. He's driving. Passes it up to Obi. Obi with the nice dunk. 108-92. Chris Paul has the ball off the inbounds, defended by Quickly, and he gets fouled. I believe Quickly is tired right now, but he's a gamer. He's a trooper.
He's a bulldog,
Johnny
man.
Davis said
All
it
around.
earlier. He is a trooper, and he's going to stick in there as long as he can. Paul makes the first free throw, 109-92. 3:36 left in the fourth. As Jericho Sims comes in. IQ gets a reprieve. So McBride will be the point guard. It's essentially Thibodeau emptying out the bench. Grimes for three, misses it. Ayton gets the rebound, passes it off to Booker. Booker defended by McBride. Booker dribbling, passes it off to Paul. Paul stolen by McBride. McBride driving and gets the layup. 110-94, 3:05 left in the fourth. Suns inbounding the ball to Paul, defended by Grimes. Paul driving, defended by Grimes. Lobs over to Ayton. Yeah, Sims lost Ayton right there on that pick and roll. 112-94 as McBride has the ball. He's dribbling, takes a three, and rims out, but Sims with the rebound. Passes it back to McBride. McBride takes another three and airballs it, but Obi saves it. Kevin Knox for three, misses it, but with another offensive rebound. Kevin Knox fakes a three, drives, dunk by Kevin Knox.
Throws down the slam and
112-96.
jammer. Woo!
Bing bong.
Kevin Knox getting his trade value up. As Shamit dribbling, gets on the perimeter, passes it to Chris Paul. Paul calling out a play, defended by McBride. McBride. And he gets caught with the swipe foul.
Yeah, they got to change that crap because I thought they were supposed to not get that out of the game, and they call a timeout there. Now, I'm gonna wait for the half for when we get to the pregame. On I got a thought on Quentin Grimes tonight's game. There's a reason why he's missing these shots, and I will get to it.
Yeah. Oh, you meant the post game, right? You meant the
Yeah,
post
at
game.
the post game. I said pregame. I meant the post game.
Right, right. I mean, we have competed a little bit. We have competed. We tried our
Oh,
best. It's just that there's reasons. One, the Suns ball
breaking.
movement.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Breaking news. John Morant is out of the game versus the Hawks. He limped off with a left knee injury.
Oh man,
He's out for the night, but they said they'll undergo some imaging in the upcoming hours. So we're just gonna pray for his health and hope everything is fine and hope it's not hope it's not something bad.
man.
Yeah, man. Prayers about the Ja Morant. Yeah.
He had a jaw dropping season. He's athletic. Mark my words. In the future, he will win an MVP. In the future, probably like a few years from now, he will win an MVP in his career. John Morant's having a great year. The Grizzlies, they've had an all right year, but don't forget Dylan Brooks missed some games too to start the season for them. So the Grizzlies can't lose John Morant for a while. I know they were okay when he was out last year, but you don't want to lose John Morant, especially for a long time because the West is getting tough.
You have a commercial right now going on. They're showing Knicks of the past and the present. I like this commercial. The one where they have the images fading out between the past and the present Knicks.
I don't see commercials.
Oh yeah, that's right. You missed all 22. Mr. Big
Hang
Bucks.
on.
I don't know why everyone thinks trade is gonna what we need. Just make sure it's at the same
It's
time.
not.
I,
Yeah, that's not the
I
issue
agree.
right now.
I agree.
Mm.
I agree. But we could, we could try. We do need a point guard though. The only way we're gonna get one is by
It's
trade.
it's it's not gonna happen though right now.
Mm.
But anyways, we're returning back to the fourth quarter. 112-96. 2 minutes left in the fourth. They show some of the vacated seats as some loyal Knicks fans are still in attendance watching. Chris Paul is complaining to the refs. I don't know what he has to complain about.
Yeah,
He
you're
does.
getting
I
that
like
call, that foul
CP3 does
call.
that. Like, yeah.
He gets that foul call where the league change was gonna change that. So stop your griping. You're getting calls that you're not supposed. They changed. They weren't gonna have foul hunting.
If
Mm.
you read his lips, he said, "I'm gonna get that call. I'm Chris Paul," and he started smiling, talking that trash up a lot of points against the Knicks.
Yep, as he takes the intentional foul so he can sit down as his night is over.
Yeah, that was.
McBride inbounds the ball, dribbling, passes it to Sims, back to McBride. McBride serving on the perimeter. He's dribbling, takes a three, misses it. Obi with the rebound. He gets knocked away, but Grimes gets it. Back over to McBride, over to Knox. And there's a loose ball foul. I guess now they want. Man, never mind.
Yeah, now when the game is over, they're calling the loose ball fouls. I mean, come on. It's crazy. So quiet, all the Knicks fans, huh? No, not really. It's just that we don't want to. We don't want chaos, Ty. He's got the call. We don't want to cut the call and cut each other off. So we're trying to have a stream in order, with order and structure. We don't like that. I dislike people cutting each other off and cutting out each other's calls. So that's why we keep quiet.
As Obi misses the first free throw, score is 114-96. About a minute and a half left in the third quarter. I mean, in the fourth quarter. Obi makes the second free throws, 114-97.
Yes, the Suns are winning. They're winning.
Yes, they're winning 114-97. Phoenix is up. Campaign drives and he gets the bucket. 116-97. 119 left in the fourth. McBride has the ball, calling out an action. Gets Obi curling. Obi gets front block. Avoids that. He goes, kicks it out to Grimes. Grimes pull up, mid range, misses it. Suns get the rebound. Payne with the ball. He's dribbling, passes it. I don't know who this young center is, but he misses the shot. Sims with the rebound, passes it to McBride. McBride dribbling, passes it to Obi. Obi working along the corner into the block, kicks out into the perimeter. He has his one-on-one. He takes it and, blocked by the rim. But that was a nice move by Obi right there. 27 seconds left. Yeah, this game is all but finished. Campaign drives to the paint, misses it, but he gets fouled. 21 seconds left. Yeah, 116-97. So yeah, at this point the game is pretty much over. So G Money from Cav, you good?
Yeah, I don't know what Streamyard is going crazy.
You want me to comment in this 20 seconds? The last, I guess.
Yeah, the game is pretty much over. There's no need. We could just
Yeah.
announce the final score. There it's not gonna be a game at this point as the Suns move on to a 15 game winning streak. Um yeah, just tell me what you saw from this game from
Let
your
G Money,
perspective.
yeah, let G Money finish the 20 seconds. It's your team. Give
Well,
him talk
that's
about
it.
the 15
Well,
streak.
well, that's it. The rising Phoenix Suns looking to get the Larry B trophy were hotter than a furnace tonight. The Suns ran through the Knicks 118-97. Phoenix win 15 straight games. They're 16-3, just a half game behind the Warriors. Devin Booker was the man of the hour, 32 points. The point guard, Chris Paul, had a double-double, had 10 assists, leads the NBA. So DeAndre Ayton did his part. The Knicks did fight a little bit. The bench played well for the Knicks, but so did the Suns bench. And the Phoenix Suns trying to go back to the finals back-to-back years for the first time in franchise history that they'll try to reach the finals back-to-back years. And the unbelievable player of the night, Mikal Bridges, soaring, skying and flying. London Bridge did not fall down. So
Hey,
final
G Money,
score.
okay.
No, go
Give
ahead.
us the final score.
Final score, the Suns blow the Knicks out 118-97.
Who was the leading scorer for your Phoenix Suns?
D Book with 32 points. Devin Booker, Book cooked at the Big Apple tonight. Devin Booker was assertive. He started off a little bit slowly this year, but he's going. So Devin Booker, 32 points, 14 out of 27 from the field. And here's what's crazy. He did not even attempt a free throw at all. So he was doing more on the drives, threes, mid-range. D-Book had a complete package for the young and fun Suns. Chris Paul tonight had 14 points, 10 dishes, a lot of complaining, which that's my gripe with Chris Paul, but 14 points, 10 dishes. DeAndre A was dominating at times. 14 points, 13 rebounds. Bridges, 10 points. And the bench too. Cam Johnson, 10. Payne, 13. And JaVale McGee gave us 6 points, 8 rebounds, and a block shot. And even Landry Champagne, wow! 8 points
All
off
right.
the bench, 2 long ball threes.
All right, Chef Dan, tell us who led the Knicks. Give us their stats.
Uh, the person that led the Knicks in scoring was Kemba Walker with 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Next leading scorer was Emmanuel Quickly, 16 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. After that is Evan Fournier, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Then is RJ Barrett, 10 points, 3 rebounds, no assists. Then is Randall, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. And then Mitchell Robinson with 7 points, 8 rebounds. Noel
Yeah.
had 6 and 6. Alec Burks had 9 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Obi Toppin had 5 points, 5 rebounds. McBride had 2 points, and Knox had 2 points.
As we get a tour of the G Money Estates.
Mhm. You see my crib, beautiful.
There you go. Yeah. Now I had a before I let unleash it to Z for a moment. I wanted to make a point. Remember I was mentioning about Quickly Grimes play some minutes, and he has some really nice shots that looks at the three. He was coming off curls, not going in there, not hitting them. Because of course, what you expect when a player doesn't get off the bench, he sits around in the bench. He doesn't play night game after game. Doesn't get no NBA action minutes, rarely. And then you want these guys to come off the bench and come in here and be a spark plug and hit shots. You know, Kevin Knox as well, another one. Only comes out in garbage time when you couldn't need him, when you want them to be effective. My point is, you got to play these guys once in a while. These through in a real NBA game for 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and not allowing them to come out when they come in there and have such a great high expectation. And when you need them to hit some shots, they have some. Quentin Grant has some really good looks. And I understand what Coach Thibodeau says. You got to be ready. Got to be ready. Salute to Guardian of Knicks who's in the building. Salute to you, Tony Wu. Thank you for joining us. But my point is, you gotta sharpen yourself. And the only way you're gonna sharpen yourself is getting some playing minutes. I understand. Oh well, we need to. Who's gonna sit, who's not. But every game you could try to play. You could steal 3-4 minutes on a player here to just run some offensive plays. And I know that Thibodeau only plays 10, 9. You don't extend, but then don't when you have an opportunity with players to come in, don't expect them to come in here and be on fire hitting shots. What do you guys think on that?
Well, you're right on the head, but that's what makes it so hard because it's not just Tibbs; it's every coach goes 9 to 10 men deep and no further on a consistent basis. But you got to find some minutes for the young guys, especially since they're like Grimes and McBride are defensive first players, so they can at least go out there and give you a spark. But if I am Grimes and Tibbs has any gripe with me, I'm saying, dude, every perimeter player is a rhythm shooter. Doesn't matter who they are. So how can you get a rhythm if you're not out there? Especially with Kevin Knox, dude. You put me in here. You expect me to do all these things, and to prove myself. How am I supposed to prove myself in 3 minutes in a blowout? It's that simple. You're right. You got to find 3 to 4 minutes, even if it's not every game, every third game, every third game, every second, every fourth game. For all I care, get them involved because that's going to keep them engaged and make them want to stay ready when says they know they actually have a chance to get in the games. Then they stay ready. You're 100% with that, Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that, Chef Dan?
I agree to a certain extent, but at the same time, the only reason we're seeing Grimes play right now is because Derrick Rose isn't playing. So now at that point, I would like the first question I would ask it, is if you are going to play Grimes for for a couple of minutes, things of that nature, who are you sitting down in that case, and are you really going to throw off the chemistry that the bench mob has in order to do that? It seems like the only unit that's had chemistry is the bench mob because they all returned. They all came back from last year. That's been our greatest weapon. So, in order to get those guys playing time, you're kind of sacrificing the chemistry that the bench mob has started to acquire. Now, you guys are right that these guys are rhythm shooters, and to play, you do need to warm up and things of that nature. But in the same sense, like uh, you kind of have to stay ready. Like that's part of being a professional and being in the NBA is that the reason why some people tend to have those, the reason why sometimes where a bench unit, a fringe bench guy may end up becoming a continuous bench guy is because one night he came in because he was ready and he was hot, he started shooting. And then after that, he started to show it wasn't a fluke where he may have had a bad stretch, but then he came back in. Grimes is already starting to show that with me because it's not all about the shot with me. I'm watching him right now. He's doing the right things in boxing out, in talking to the teammates, and in also the shot doesn't look the shot isn't falling right now, but it looks really good. He kind of is questioning himself when he's driving on what to do. Those are some mistakes that can be worked out through the film, but like other than the shot, he's just like Quickly was earlier in this year. Like I know the shot isn't falling, but everything else he's doing correctly. So I know he's gonna get playing time. It's just with the guy in Miles McBride, like, all right, now you're trying to find times for Grimes, but who are you going to say Miles McBride gets playing time over? Is it Burks? Is it
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Rose?
That
Is
will
it
work.
Quickly?
That will work himself out, especially since you got guys that right now are always injured. And there's time, there's those minutes. You got Kemba Walker missed games. Derrick Rose has missed games. You're going to have guys missing games. If you know guys, you don't have to go 27, 30 minutes on two guys, on each guys that you know there's injury prone. They know they're going to wear down. All I'm asking, can you give me in an NBA game, instead of one of my point guards going 30 minutes, give me 17, 18 strong, great minutes of that point guard and fill in the blanks with those few minutes with Grimes or and this is another thing. We went. Why did we go so much? And I understand. I answered it before, and I'm going to say again. Why did we play 4 preseason games, 30+ minutes with our starters?
For rhythm. That was for rhythm and chemistry. That's the
And
other
we're
point.
just
No,
one game above 500 now.
and I understand that, but see, this is to answer your question as to why you can't lessen the minutes for Kemba or Rose. Is because if you lessen the minutes for Rose, you're taking away from the bench unit. If you lessen the minutes for Kemba, you're taking away from the potential chemistry he could be building with Julius and RJ and things of that nature. We already saw it in the last game that we won, where Julius and Kemba were building a chemistry together. You're
Mm-hmm.
even seeing it right now, like. I know Julius had a terrible game tonight. Absolutely terrible game.
9 points.
I know,
Nah,
but who scored more than him? Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker was our leading scorer tonight with 17 points. That's a nice change of pace to see right there. Now, if we can get that along with a better Julius game, then that would really have our team move along. But you like these are the sacrifices you have to make in order to build the chemistry along with the starting unit. We understood from the beginning that the changes that we made had to be made to the starting unit. So these are like along with them taking the bulk of the minutes, when they look bad at times, this is what comes along with it. It sucks. It's terrible. I hate it. I gotta go to bed a loser tonight. But this is what comes along with the territory.
Let's get Z in here, who's been kind of quiet. What's cool? We want to first say salute to Forever Capala. Salute,
salute
and
for every
David, and also
capitalized.
on David Piccolo.
Salute, Dave.
Yeah, and I've just been letting everybody rock because, like Kevin said earlier, we try not to interrupt each other. But it's not even just that, Chef Dad. I get what you're saying because I'm a big Tibbs guy. But the thing is, you can find, especially with injury-prone players, Derrick Rose is not going to play every game. Kemba Walker is not going to play every game. But even when they're in the games, you've heard Tibbs talk about managing these guys' load. So there's only one way to do that, and that's to put someone else in their shoes. I'm not saying they're better than those guys because they're not. But how do you know what you have in them if you don't? There's no reps like game reps. You can practice all day long and look great in practice. There's no reps like game reps. And you got to find a way to get these guys game reps if you want them to be a part of your future. If you don't want them to be a part of your future, then let them rot on the bench and put them in a trade.
I understand that, and to your point, like I could even I even see Tibbs doing that because I want to keep it real with everyone, right? We all know Derrick Rose is a gamer. Do we really think like Derrick Rose wasn't ready to play tonight's game, or was it more so that we're gonna save him for the Hawks on a back to back?
Now a little bit of both.
It has to be. I don't. I think Derrick Rose is ready for tonight. I think Derrick Rose could have played tonight, but they chose. You know what? We're gonna sit you down. We're gonna let Grimes get some minutes. We're seeing Grimes get some minutes right now, along with the bench unit, and he's doing some great things. So it's like if we can sacrifice a game, and it's not to say that they planned it to sacrifice. Like they came in here intentionally wanting to lose against the Suns. They wanted to win this game against the Suns. But if they could do that while having Grimes on the court with the bench unit, that would be a double plus. But right now, we couldn't win the game, but we do have tape with Grimes and the bench unit. We have a tape with Grimes playing with Julius and RJ and IQ and things of that nature against NBA competition. So from there, we can kind of we have more things to work on in practice, and that can help evolve him as a player. This comes along with the development of those two guys because I know we want them to play, but they're not finished products yet. These aren't guys that we can come out there and say, we want to see everything. If we truly want to see everything, that means the mistakes as well. That even means seeing Grimes, having an unforced turnover later on in this game. We saw it where he drove, he kind of froze up, and then he just passed the ball to Mikal Bridges.
Oh, that's the one when he got in that passing lane. I saw. I know what you're talking about. That play. I mean, I understand that part that you play Grimes here tonight and you have to get him on the minutes, but ah, I don't know. It is I guess it's the frustration as a Knicks fan losing and but it just the only thing that we just don't like is when these rookies come in here like Kelvin was saying, all the rookies around the league are falling out. All rookies are sitting bench. I mean, you see guys come in and out and play, and playing in situation and high level, even on competitive teams, not just losing teams. You can say, well, they're in a team that's not going anywhere. They're in the lottery and so forth. But you got players on there that are playing really well on some team. Look at Cleveland Cavaliers. They're playing really well. Although Mobley's hurt right now, and with the elbow injuries, but they're playing rookies all over and they're making impacts. And I understand you don't where you're going to sacrifice. I get that. You're right. The Rat Pack is the best unit for the Knicks right now. Maybe the starting unit isn't meshing. It's not meshing. It's not gonna. And right now it's almost close to the 25 game mark. And can we say maybe this is not a good fit? Maybe. I mean, I'm close to saying that almost. I still think there's time. There's still good things happening, but I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's so this inconsistency as a Nick fan watching it, it kind of concerns going forward. What do you think, G Money, on that?
Yeah, I agree. And another thing of why we have lost, we were 5-1. We have lost what, 8 of our last 13 games. Okay, the reason why we're also struggling too. I understand there were some bad calls. I understand that, but also we need to learn to stop hacking sometimes, and we need to learn to start, take more mid-range shots. If we can try to utilize more of the mid-range, we should be good. But the starters, I mean, Kemba Walker tried his best. He was assertive in the second half, hitting some threes. He did everything he can in the second half. But RJ Barrett was bad tonight. He was bad tonight. 3 of 11, 10 points. The jumper looked off. He just wasn't there. Julius Randle, I mean, if you could give 9 points, I mean, I understand he's not going to have a monster scoring game every night, but since we're playing against a great team, a team that might beat the NBA Finals and might win it all, you got to be assertive from the start and set the tone. I felt Julius did not set the tone, in my opinion, tonight. And another thing too, why we have struggled as of late, the back door. We giving the backdoor layups, giving goals. We gotta do a better job preventing those, and we just gotta get healthy. We need Mitch back. We need Rose back. We just gotta get healthy, and like you said, BX, even Grimes played very well defensively. He did struggle offensively. He play very well defensively. But Thibs, I understand Grimes is young. I understand that, but you gotta give him more minutes for him to get his legs under him. Because when you play him a lot of minutes like this after virtually not playing much, he's going to be cold offensively. So it's like I understand that. And why does he not play McBride a little bit more? I'm not saying a whole lot of minutes, but give McBride some sort of minutes defensively to give us something, some energy though. Because you see that RG has been up and down. You see that Fournier, what happened to him after the first quarter? He was red hot, hotter than the furnace in the first quarter. Then the last few quarters, he missed some bunnies. The only shot he hit was a transition floater to pull within 11. I don't know, man. And we have a tough game against the team that knocked us out in the playoffs, the Atlanta Hawks, who have been on fire. They've won 6 in a row. If we're going to beat the Hawks tomorrow, we got to watch out for the three-point shooters. We just got to just try to stop Trae Young. But my problem with this Knicks team right now, like you said, the starting unit doesn't have chemistry right now, like they did when we were 5-1. If we want to go back into when we were 5-1, we need that chemistry. And no, Shiesty, I'm not a Dame hater. I'm not a Damian Lillard hater. Dame's not the answer. I keep telling people this. Dame can score points. But in my opinion, he's not a number one on a championship level team. Because, yeah, he can score points. Yeah, he can pass. However, he takes dumb shots most of the time. He's inefficient sometimes and doesn't make his teammates better, in my personal opinion. So, no, I don't want Dame on the Knicks. That's just me personally. But back to the starters, man. If we want to win games, we just need our starters to play with chemistry. And also, like you said, BX, and you made a good point. Mitchell Robinson was getting offensive boards and stuff. Why not, do more lobs for Mitch to get Aiden in foul trouble? I'm not saying he's a scorer. He's not. But Mitch is athletic. Do more lobs, man. Do more lobs for Mitch. Get him involved, man. We didn't do enough of that. And that's why we struggled tonight.
Yeah, guys.
It's not. It's not even just that about the chemistry. It's about we got to D up. Like as a starter, we play horrible. I don't know what the exact metrics are our ranking, but our starting unit's horrible defensively.
It was bad.
And people realize like what chemistry and defense did. I mean, obviously Peyton and Bullock are not better than Fournier and Walker individually. But the way we played as a unit last year, we were a better team. And when you saw it last year, the way Tibbs and Johnny Bryant set the offense up, it didn't look pretty, but they let Alfred Payton drive. They let Reggie Bullock catch and shoot threes. And Mitchell Robinson, when he's healthy, gets some lobs because they're our 3 best defensive players. So they got them involved on offense early to keep their energy up on defense. It's that simple. When you have a defensive-minded guy like Jay Crowder, for example, they get him involved, giving him some shots, make him feel like he's, you got to have him want to play both ends of the floor at a high impact. So we got to get our defenders involved too.
Right.
Our Mitchell Robinsons, our Nerlens Noels, yeah.
Right. And another thing to your point too, and Calvin Jones made a good point. He said we need our stars to play fast, to pick up the pace. And if Randall's going to bring the ball up, he needs to think quickly. If you saw in this game, the Suns were double teaming Randall early. at
Yes.
the baseline, double team to their other guys to beat him. It was working for us because Fournier was hitting shots early, but then later Randall didn't allow the game to come to him. And also our starters, really everyone except Kemba stopped hitting those open shots at the top of the key, the catch and shoot. So if we want to go back into when we were 5-1, we got to learn to do more slashing, drive and kick, rebound. And like you said, the starters had to defend. They got to defend with intensity. You gotta defend because I remember we're up 19-15. We gave up an 18-8 run to end the first quarter, and we gave up 33 points in the quarter. Once I saw that, I said, "Yep, the Knicks are in trouble," because you don't want to be in a fast-paced team with the Phoenix Suns because Suns like to run and they kill teams with the catch and shoot, the driving kick, the screen roll. The Knicks should have did a better job being more physical. I don't think we played much physical defense tonight, in my opinion.
Z, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's just D-Money said it perfectly. You can't go tip for tap with this Phoenix Suns team in pace. You got to D up. You got to slow the game down. But at the same time, when you're down by a lot of points, that whole slowing the game down to control the pace isn't working because they're already blowing you out of the water. You've got to score quick. And I really didn't like the fourth quarter when Quickly was the only one and Grimes sometimes getting down the floor quickly.
Mm-hmm.
We needed to get all of our guys to play with pace, and they just didn't have a sense of urgency. They just didn't have it tonight. I mean, that happens in an 82-game season, but they got to get it together quickly, and if they want to make a run at this.
Yeah,
I saw earlier. I don't know what's it. I think the salary is a little too high. Tom Wolf talking about screaming for Junius Valanciunas on the Knicks, center who could pass, who could protect the rim
and can
and
stretch
at
the
the
floor
score.
too.
Robert Parr in the building. Hold on. Let's
Salute
pause it. Well, salute to the main man, the number one follower here, Robert Parr. I'm glad to see you here. Salute Robert Parr in the building. Absolutely. So with that
Salute
said,
Robert Parr. How you doing, man? I just hit you up on Twitter. Hope everything is doing well with you. How you doing, brother?
Salute, Robert Parr. How you doing? Hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving with family. Hope you didn't munch on too much turkey. Didn't
too much coquito.
too much coquito. The Knicks took a whole lot of that night. Too much coquito. And a lot of and too much dang turkey, man. They were asleep out there. But salute Robert Parr, and hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving.
Hey, Robert Parr, you know what it is, man. I've known you for a long time on these YouTube things. Hope you're doing well. We talked right before Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoyed time with your family, and I hope it went really well for you, man. Hope the food was good.
Yummy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what do you think about the Tony Wolf's thought about Valanciunas? You think you're fit as a center? I mean, of course you're gonna. What's your
He's not
thought?
going to do anything to help the pace. He's another slow-paced player.
Exactly.
He's overrated defensively. I mean, he can score inside, he can rebound, he can shoot the ball, but what you get from him, what you get from Mitch, you'll never get from him, and what you get from him, you'll never get from Mitch. So you got to prioritize as a front office what you want, But I don't think it's a better fit for this team.
He's on the Pelicans. Am I correct?
Yeah, he's in New Orleans. Yeah, he's on the Pelicans. Yeah.
And he does. I'm curious to see when Zion comes back, how they fit together, because Zion is a power forward that brings the ball up the floor. Julius and him don't play the same style, but they're kind of similar in the way, they, point forwards that bring the ball up. How does Jonas play off of him? I'll be curious to see that, to see what his fit would be like.
Right. Right. But I don't think the Pels are going to trade Valanciunas. I don't see it because Valanciunas can help Zion out. And not to switch the topic with the Knicks, if it's Zion, again, I'm not trying to fat shame him. I'm not. If Zion, my suggestion, eat healthy, exercise, try to be a little bit stronger if you're Zion Williamson. But back to the Knicks, like you said, man, do you think Miles Turner will be good for this team? Because he can stretch the floor and he can protect the rim. Do you think Miles Turner will be good?
I don't see the Pacers trading him now to the Knicks. You guys are we're battling for conference positioning and I don't think that's the time now to save money. The cap is there, we're there, and I don't see them trading with the Knicks. That ship sailed. They should have done it in the offseason. What's your guys' thoughts?
They should. I've been screaming it for how long, Brooks?
Mm-hmm.
How long have I? Because
No, you've
I
been
don't
saying
know
it
what
for a while.
I don't know what this infatuation with Mitchell Robinson is, but Miles Turner can do exactly what he does, and he can shoot the ball. He's way better offensively than Mitchell Robinson. He can block just as many shots, and he still averages 7 to 8 rebounds a game, just like Mitchell Robinson.
And he's a
There's
better
nothing.
free throw shooter too.
Yeah, there's nothing Mitchell Robinson does better than him that's worth saying pay Mitch a bunch of money instead of bring Miles Turner in. But like Kev said, it's too late. The Knicks did not act on it, so there's no point in really discussing it because it's not going to happen.
Right.
Well, Steph, Dan, I haven't heard from you. What's your thoughts on that, on those topics?
Jonas Valanciunas, I don't know if the salary matches up. That's something I'd have to look up, but if possible, that is a move that to explore things of that nature. He is a healthy center, but at the same time, if there's one thing I know is that David Griffin right now, he's kind of desperate as far as trying to keep his job and things of that nature. So it seems like with the Jonas Valanciunas, he would want to hold on to him, preferably around to the trade deadline. Want to see which playoff team would want a center depth that can stretch the floor as well, because that would help a lot of the playoff teams as far as being more open in the playoffs. Um, as far as this next team right now and what they need to do, I heard G Money say something earlier about more mid range shots, and that's not the way to go. We gotta drive the paint a lot more. I know we're not getting the foul calls that we want to, but at the same time, I feel we shot more free throws than the Suns tonight. So there was every opportunity, really, if we consistently drove for us to get more free throws. I thought that opportunity was there. G Money also mentioned that when we were 5-1, that was when we were flowing consistently. Um, I agree with you there, but kind of, sort of, not really, because we also depended on the isolation game a lot more. It seems like this team, I don't know. It's not like this team is slow, but it seems like at times when we're supposed to be moving fast is the times when we're moving slow. Like when we get in the half court and we see the offense stagnating, so it's like, all right, someone is supposed to be doing cuts and things of that nature. That's the time then that everyone wants to really stand around. Or there's only one time where like RJ is trying to make a cut, and so it seems way too obvious. He's obviously moving. The defender is up on him. He can't attract the second defender, so they try to make the pass to him, and that's when a turnover happens. Um, it, we're not cutting at the right times. It's not to say we're not cutting at all. It's just we're not cutting at the right times. But also, it seems like this, I know it's too soon to say this. Maybe the starting unit does need to show us more of what it can do, but it seems like the athletes on the starting unit are kind of mismatched, because RJ can thrive in the open field, and it seems like he needs a team that can cut more, be a lot more faster, smarter, have a lot more off ball cutting, and that would help his game more and things of having open field. It seems like Julius is okay with having I'm sorry, they just replayed Ja Morant limping, so I just saw that. But it seems like Julius is okay with the half court threat and a lot more shooters around him. Evan Fournier, he kind of cuts here and there, but he, yeah, I don't know. He's more so he can work with Julius. And Kemba Walker right now, he's marching to the beat of his own drum. I want to see a game where Kemba Walker and Julius Randle both go off. And the one game I think we've seen that happen is against the Sixers.
Yeah.
The first time against the Sixers was when they both went off, and that resulted in a really good result. If we can have more of that happening, then that would be really good. Kelvin, you said it right, man. RJ, he performs a lot better when
With
he's
the
with the
bench.
bench unit.
Mhm.
I see it right there. He has a lot more pep in his step. It seems he can get to the rim with much more ease and things of that nature. So I don't know. It is a lot of the times also where like I I just want to ask this question, and then I got to get off because I got to head to work in the morning. But it, how many times have we really seen the starting unit do a pass ahead to the front court? And when I say that, like they're in the back court, they want to pass the timeline, the half court. So instead of dribbling it up, they'll pass it up and then get into their action a lot quicker. I don't see that a lot of times with them.
No. And
Mhm.
to sort of answer that and to say why RJ would be better with a more fast-paced unit is because this whole offense, this whole starting team is a slow pace. They play with a slow pace. And if you have RJ Barrett, who's the most of him and Julius Randle are the two most effective at playing a slow pace. So when you have RJ or Julius, whichever one, but in this case RJ, playing around a bunch of other fast-paced guys, it opens up the floor for him to operate where he wants to operate. You have him and Julius Randle, who both operate in the mid-range / three-point / sometimes driving in. You can't have your two best players do the same thing on offense and expect to be successful because they don't have enough room to operate. And you have all these guys around him that don't push the pace. Teams aren't really afraid of, but teams are afraid that Emmanuel Quickly and these guys are going to push the pace and actually put up shots. That lets RJ operate in the mid-range, operate down low. Even if Julius is with the second unit, it'd be a lot better too, just because you have guys with a fast pace around them, if that makes sense.
No,
Yeah.
makes sense. It makes sense exactly.
Right, and also what killed me, and I said this in the pregame, we did not really double Devin Booker much. I felt we could have doubled Devin Booker a little bit more because I said that if we allow Booker to play one-on-one, he's going to kill us in the mid-range, and also he's an improved three-point shooter now compared to what he was early in his career. So I felt we didn't do enough doubling Devin Booker. And another thing why the Suns killed us tonight, they got in a transition. They were sharing the ball. They did the extra pass a lot. I love extra passing. And Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton pick and roll at the end, the lobs. And also, even their bench, Landry Shim hit some big threes. Cam Johnson brought some energy. Cameron Payne was attacking the rack. JaVale McGee played well. He's an underrated passer, athletic, can protect the rim. I mean, this yeah.
You know,
Hey, fellas. Wait,
Yes,
fellas, I'm about to get out of here.
no problem.
I gotta
Yeah,
head to sleep. Have a
you
good
gotta get
night,
some rest.
everyone.
Have a good night, Chef Dan. We appreciate you. Have a
See
good
you,
night.
man.
Get some rest, man, and get. I know you got to get in that grind in the morning. So, have a good
good
night.
day.
Chef Dan is gonna be saying good night, folks.
Have a
Peace
good
out,
day at work.
everyone. Have a good night.
Good night,
Yeah,
man.
you too, Z, man. Be safe, everyone, and hope y'all have a blessed day tomorrow.
No problem. Likewise, Chef Dan. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Definitely. So with that, yes.
Sorry, go ahead, Kev. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna just say goodbye to
Okay.
Chef Dan. That's all.
Oh, sorry about that. No, just with the you can't double anybody on that Phoenix Suns team because they're so much more talented than we are. If you double Devin Booker, I understand your concept and I get it. That would definitely slow him down. But everybody else would speed up. You got Cam Johnson hit wide open threes off of it. You have DeAndre Ayton who would get wide open looks in the paint off of it. You'd have Chris Paul who could absolutely cook if he's one-on-one as well. So it's just like pick your poison. Who do you want? Who do you want to beat us? I mean, they're just a better team. But the one I don't have a problem losing to a better team. What I have a problem with is the lack of effort and the lack of sense of urgency and the lack of heart that the Knicks didn't show tonight. There's only a handful of people that showed it, and you got to have.
Hang on, guys.
To play, Kev. I don't care if it's 5 players to play or if it's all 15 on the roster. You all have to play with a sense of urgency every game if you want to win against a team that's more talented than you. And they just didn't do that tonight.
Right, and that's exactly what happened. Now going forward, and I know it's not going to happen, and we all want to, we need to make changes and so forth. One thing I noticed also, again, this team is not, like you said, quick enough, not tall enough. You can't say, well, we're going to play big and tall, especially if we want to slow the game down. For a team that doesn't have a height advantage, you're allowing other teams to set back and get back on defense when you play that slow-paced game. And with that said, we got a guy down in the Westchester Knicks by the name of Lucas Samet, just tearing the freaking G League on fire. He's been a pro before with San Antonio Spurs organization. You got him here in your G League, and
Former first-round pick. He's got talent.
He's got talent. He can shoot the ball, stretch the floor, has height. Right now, we're short at the small ball. I'm actually would like to see him actually take the starting. And I know it's not going to be a popular opinion on what I'm going to say. I'd rather see RJ Barrett play with the second unit. Either you bring Burks in the starter, or you just gotta play Luka and that guy in the starting role, what so forth, or get him or Burks in the starting lineup, something, because I'm tired of going up a team that we're not tall enough. We're not, and especially not quick enough either. It's just like what are we doing? What it is? What is it? 16 to 18 games right now. What is the New York Knicks identity?
The sad part is, at least last year, even though they added more talent, they had an identity last season. But the thing
Exactly.
is, you can keep RJ as a starter. You just change your rotations a little bit so more of his minutes come with the second unit. You can bring Burks in quicker for RJ, let him get a little breather, and then bring him in with the second unit. You can do a lot of different things. But it's just, and to your point, bringing the former first round pick of the San Antonio Spurs up, okay, I get it from a talent perspective. I'm totally with you. But I think the reason Tibbs does not do that is because he doesn't want to take Taj Gibson off this team because for veteran leadership. He believes in that guy. I just feel the one guy that he could take off the team is Kevin Knox, but at the same point, you have to find out what Kevin Knox has in a game more than just tonight to even see if he can help your team still. It's just a double-edged sword, damned if you do, damned if you don't type of thing with this team because they just built the team the wrong way, in my opinion. You know who I wanted to bring in for this team and a lot of other guys, and they just didn't bring in the right pieces to take this team to the next step. They didn't.
Yeah, and we're stuck. We're stuck with it because I don't see. They're not, and I'm not calling. I'm not even calling for trades. Like Kelvin says, you got to go through all that chemistry issue again, getting them acclimated in the team. You take pieces off to bring another one. So that's why I said that's why I'm a big proponent. You know, bringing some of these guys from the one. You don't need to bring everyone. One player from the G League. You know, put him in here. See what he's got for 10 days. See what he's got, what he could do, what he could spark. But not bring him in here and play a all NBA bench. I don't want. We don't need an all NBA bench player. We need a player that could come in here and play on the floor. And
At the same time, too, you at double-edged sword, you also know who Kevin Knox is as a player by this point in his career. Set him down, or you could send McBride and Grimes down to the G League so they get that rhythm, so they get those touches, so they get that game reps. Even though it's not the NBA, you're still getting burned. And that's keeping them ready for when they're needed at the big stage. And you can just give this guy 10 days, and you can say, look, he's situational, but if he gets in, let's see what he has. And if he does, and if he doesn't, then he doesn't have it. And then, but you got to find out. You can't just expect the same thing over and over again and expect it to just work.
And I think that's what frustrates the people. No, that's let me read this quick. And that's what frustrates a lot of people with Coach Thibodeau.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just it's one thing if you brought in, like, for example, the Lakers when they brought in Russell Westbrook, who a lot of us might not be fans of, but you can't deny his resume on that he's a great basketball player. LeBron James, Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis, all these guys are great basketball players. So you can run those guys out every night and expect things to change because they can get it right eventually with chemistry and all that. You know what they have. You know what they can be. We don't know what Evan Fournier, Kemba Walker, and this other R.J. Julius and Mitch can be. We know they're not going to win a championship with that starting five, so you have to try to make changes. But small tweaks, like Kev said. It's not going out and giving everybody up for Dame Lillard or going and giving out everybody for Karl Anthony Towns because you're stuck at square one again. You have a really good player with nobody around them. So it's hard. It's just a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of situation. This is why they need to put more emphasis on talent acquisition in the off season, which they didn't do. They kind of just sat back and realized Evan Fournier wasn't going to get signed and weren't getting anybody they wanted, so they got Evan Fournier. And they went and got Kemba Walker on this cheap deal. I love Kemba Walker, but there's a reason he only signed for 2 years, $16 million. There's a reason, he got traded and the Thunder bought him out. If he was the same player he once was, that wouldn't have happened. So I don't know what the Knicks expect to do here.
I agree, Z. I agree. The front office made some questionable moves. And another thing that kills me, like you said, BX, you said this many times, we need a point guard, man. Kemba's a good player, but he's not the answer. Because this isn't Kemba from Charlotte, which he can boogie, where he can slash, hit those shots. He's a decent player, but this isn't Kemba from Charlotte. He's more injury prone now. And like you said, Z, we need to
make some changes. We can't keep saying, "Oh, we have to wait and see." Wait and see what? The same story again? Like
Right.
sometimes in life, you just. I know people say you can't predict the future. Sometimes you can. Here's the thing: I'm a Knicks fan, but I knew this team was not going to be as good as they were last year, to be honest, because I said that Kemba is good, but he's injury prone. I told people Derrick Rose is good, but gets hurt. Evan Fournier is a good player, but he's inconsistent. It's going to take these guys time. But here's the thing: the Eastern Conference got better. I said this a million times. Chicago got better. Cleveland, even though they lost 5 in a row, they're gonna be in the mix at the end. Toronto, they're not a bum team. They got a little bit better. You got Charlotte, they got better. You saw the Hornets, they're playing well, have athleticism. Kelly Oubre fits nice with the Hornets, and LaMelo Ball's play with Miles Bridges. You also have Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Philly. Kelly Oubre, Miami, Atlanta. Atlanta started us slow. They've won 6 in a row, probably 7 because they're blowing the Grizzlies out now. It's like the Knicks. It's like I told people, how's this team a 50-win team? We're not winning 50 games this year. I don't see it. This team, and yet people saying they're gonna win 60 games. Get the hell out of here. 60 wins? No way, man. We're
lucky.
Excuse
We're
me?
gonna be lucky to break 500.
I say we win around 45. I think we can win in 45.
Well,
I think so.
dude, we got a gauntlet schedule coming up. We could get way in the hole real fast, and I don't know. We're lucky if we get 40 to 45 wins.
I mean, you want to bring up this.
No, let's not bring up the schedule. Leave it alone there. Let's go one game at a time. We know it's a gauntlet. We know it's going to be tough. Let's one game at a time. You know what I mean? Because then that's becoming a panic, and that's a gimmick schlick that I don't want. I don't want to. That rabbit hole I don't want to climb in there right now because
I can see what you're saying, Z. I can see what you're saying. So here's why I see us 45 and being around. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Knicks might be in the playing tournament. The way this roster is right now,
you never know.
And we might be in the playing. I kept telling
the reason I brought that up was not to go down that rabbit hole. It's just to show that we really need to get it together and fast.
Right.
Yes, that's the point, and we get it, Z, because we definitely got to get it together, man. You know, it's like, man, goodness. I mean, you know, it's a roller coaster ride. But the thing that frustrates us, there's like you said, they didn't really acquire talent. I mean, it's just like, you know, and it started with draft night. They kept, and I go, granted, everyone, we like what they drafted, but what's the point if you're not going to play them? They're going to sit there. They're going to play all NBA bench. You know, what's the point of trading back again? Draft night. You know, oh, the Knicks made a trade. I'm like, okay, Knicks made another trade. They moved back. They kept moving back. Okay, they signed these players. That's okay. You know, nice move. You got a bunch of young, strong players, and for what? For you're not playing. You know, me right now, the Knicks got a player who's playing phenomenal overseas, and I'm like, dude, don't even bother. Yeah, stay the hell in fucking. Excuse me, I almost said a bad word there because I'm frustrated. Stay over there and stay overseas because what's the point of coming here, going to a new country, and they're not gonna play you. They're gonna keep you on the bench. So stay over there. Don't bother because unless you're getting guaranteed that you're gonna play here, don't bother.
And Kevin, let's go real quick on how much better this team would be if they followed you or I's plan. Spencer Dinwiddie, he's doing pretty good with Washington.
Hello.
Ball.
Playing well in Washington. Playing well.
Lonzo Ball extremely well with the Bulls. Is opening up that offense like I knew he would have. Spencer Dinwiddie would be a good scoring option, good defend, good everything. You know, they're both players that can do just about everything on the floor. And who I wanted him to draft, Chris Duarte. Look what he's doing in Indiana. But you keep
some big shots.
Back and draft him back. You could have drafted up a little bit, traded up, and got someone like that, or Sharif Cooper. I don't know what he's doing with Atlanta too much yet, but I mean, he would have been. Yeah, but still, he's a quick, fast player, and he's a point guard that maybe could have flourished in a different situation. Probably. I'm just saying, like, you know, you got to get guys that you're going to play. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You draft these guys. If you trade out of the first round completely and get a bunch of second rounders, okay, I understand not playing on the first year of the projects. But you have a first round pick in Quentin Grimes that's not getting any burn.
Yeah, man.
You have. Doesn't matter who you pick. They could have picked 3 first rounders. If you don't play them, then what's the point of wasting a first round pick on them? Trade the first round pick for somebody that's established then.
I agree, man.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
agree.
Everybody killed me because I wanted Lonzo Ball, I wanted Jonathan Isaac, and I wanted Miles Turner. If you're going to waste these first round picks and let them sit on the bench, why not waste them on players that are established and going to help this team? Because those three guys, alongside Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, would be a monster lineup right now. A monster lineup.
We can be a top 4 seed in the East with that because Lonzo can pass, can stretch. He's a better shooter now. Jonathan Isaac, I know he's injury prone when healthy. He's athletic. He can stretch the floor. And Miles Turner can stretch the floor, can protect the
And what does that
rim.
do for Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, or even Spencer Dinwiddie at the point? What
Takes
does
the
that do?
pressure. Takes the
Those
pressure
guys,
off Randall and RJ.
those guys play exactly the way we need them to around our two guys. That would be a perfect team around these two. Whether it's Dinwiddie or Ball, doesn't matter. They're both great. But Jonathan Isaac and Miles Turner, that would help our defensive identity. We would have kept the same identity that made us successful. We just would have been better on offense.
Big
And
time
not only
fact.
that, I give it one further. Even if we didn't get Fournier, we would have got Dinwiddie and Caruso. Dinwiddie and
That's a good
Caruso.
move, yeah.
Yeah, Caruso's a good role
He's a
player.
plus.
But no, whether he's starting or off the bench, he's not a star. I mean by that, he's a really good role
Yeah.
player. Knows how to win. He knows how to win in big games. I
Exactly.
get
And
they
you
say
saw with the
the
Lakers.
bubble tournament, but he won a championship. He still was part of the best and beat the best of the best to get there. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. You got to go out. There's a reason these teams spent this money and these capital on these players is because they're worth it.
And look what the
Right.
Wizards have done. They've been a surprise team. You got Kyle Kuzma, who's resurrected his career. Montrezl, who's been brought energy. Dinwiddie, who has played well. KCP's hit big shots for them all season for the Wizards. And once Unseld, who's the head coach, he's done a great job making the proper adjustments. I know it's early. I know it's early and things could change. But the problem with Knicks fans that they don't want to understand, I kept telling people, we gotta look at reality. We gotta start with this whole, let's see, we will see. We will see what? The same story? Sometimes in life, you gotta look at reality rather than what you want to look at. I knew the Knicks are a good team, but I told people this team's not top 4 seed in the East because I kept telling people. We barely were top 4 last year. And again, I know we had injuries too. I understand that. And I know we cannot control the past, but we did get a fortune with other teams too. My point I'm saying is that we can't bank on injuries to happen to other teams. We can't bank on COVID, sorry for my language, BX, to happen to other teams. Because now the East got better. Brooklyn's not starting to find their rhythm. Philly, they're struggling right now without Joel Embiid, but he's going to come back. And Tobias Harris. Atlanta's starting to find their rhythm. Milwaukee's not starting to find their rhythm. Charlotte's playing well. Washington, Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland's cooled off, but they'll probably be fine. You also have Toronto. Indiana's going to find their rhythm. The East is getting tough, and I kept telling Nick this. Yes, we have a good team, but look at the facts. Julius Randle's taking a step back a little bit. RJ Barrett's inconsistent. After that amazing few-game run, we had the 5-game run, he's cool. He's been up and down. Evan Fournier, he's only had like 3 good games all year. He played well against the Celtics, played well against the Rockets and the Lakers game, but other than that, he's been up and down. Kemba, he played all right tonight, but Kemba, this isn't Charlotte Hornet Kemba when you can just slash to the rim, boogie, hit jump shots. That Kemba's gone. And another thing that kills me, the only Knicks, in my opinion, that showed heart tonight, Knicks, were Kemba at times and Quigley. That was it. And that's sad. Alec Burks was kind of quiet a little bit. RJ was garbage. Randall was bad. Mitch, he was getting dunks early and putbacks, but he didn't do much after the game, during the game, I'm sorry. And another thing, too, we need to learn to not, again, I know the referees can be bad sometimes, and I understand the referees should be better with calls. We got to stop complaining to the refs. We got to move on and play. Stop complaining to the referees. That's my thing of what frustrates me. Again, I know we're not going to win every game. I understand the Suns are a good team. But the fact that we really, like you said, Z, didn't compete really after the first quarter is really shameful. And we have a red-hot Atlanta Hawks team who's going to win 7 in a row, by the way, who kicked our butt in the playoffs last year. We got to prepare for the Hawks, man. We got to prepare.
Right. But we'll see tomorrow. If we come out flat, then it's a chemistry issue. They'll be up for the Hawks. We'll figure that in a
I
second.
think we'll win. They'll be close.
They'll be ready for the Hawks. They'll be ready. They'll give a better effort tonight. I think Phoenix just had much more talent. Remember, they're the defending Western Conference champions. They got a good talent. They were 2 games away from winning an NBA title.
If it
So
wasn't for
you know,
Giannis
yeah,
turning to Shaq,
exactly.
Bill to drop 40,
They were
I'm
close. They
so
were close to
excited.
winning the title. My point is, what makes you think that here's the Wizards don't turn around and trade Hachimura or Bertans and extensive Dunwoody and get themselves Damian Lillard in there with Billy Beal. My point is you should. My point is they should have gotten after Spencer Dinwiddie because I knew what I've seen him. And I'm surprised you got him. You had him across your rival, and you saw him night in night out. Your beat writers, got to know about what Dinwiddie was coming in and out, and you just. And my thing was puzzling. You didn't even that was the need we wanted. You didn't want to give Lonzo Ball any money. Dinwiddie was the next best available, and I was claiming give them. They didn't even call. So I always say, what happens if Kemba Walker wasn't released? What was the plan? What was the plan?
Alfred
What was the
Payton.
plan?
Alfred Payne. And I want to throw this out there. Will it be crazy if the Suns win the championship and Alfred Payne just says, "Hey, Knicks fans, suck it. I got a ring."
He more rightfully so. If he does, he did. He lucked up and went to a championship team. But my point is, what was the plan? If this didn't, then my thing is, you didn't sign the point guard. What were you gonna? But then you were gonna panic and trade for Colin Sexton, and that didn't even happen.
And he's hurt.
That didn't even happen. No, I mean that wasn't gonna happen either. And all that rumors and all that. It's just like we want to throw flowers and we want to throw parades with certain moves, but what was
Yeah.
what was the plan?
I don't know. I don't think they had one, to be honest with you. But
I don't think so either.
With that being said, man, I got to roll. I got work in the morning as well.
No problem.
All right, see
I
you
just
later,
want to
man.
say thanks for having me on, Kev.
You got it. I'm gonna wrap up in about 10 more minutes. I just want to elaborate a little more stuff there. I'll wrap up in 10 more minutes, and then we'll get going out of here because you guys gave me 3.5 hours, and I'm off until Monday, so I didn't think I totally forgot about time. I wrapped out of time there. So,
Well, it's all right,
give us
Kev.
your final thoughts, Z.
My final thoughts are just it was a clunker tonight. They just got to be better and they got to respond, and that's it's that simple. They got to get it right and they got to get it fast. They got to get it together and just play as a team and have more chemistry and play with more of a sense of urgency, and we'd be all right. They just got to have more sense of urgency. But thanks to the chat for having me. The show's driven by the fans and wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. And G Money, thank you for coming on to watch your sons play our Knicks. Really appreciate it. And Kev, thanks for having me as always, man. You know what it is. Everybody stay safe and take.
Talk to you tomorrow, and good luck to your Michigan Wolverines tomorrow.
Oh, we're need more than luck. We're gonna lose, but it's all right. Take care, guys.
All right, that's
Take care,
Z from A to
thanks.
Z Media. So thank you so much. There you
Eat more
always.
leftovers.
So we'll wrap this up in a few minutes. Just to not to stay too long on there. But salute to everyone in the chat. Salute to everyone watching along and giving us the likes and subscribes and all good stuff. We're almost there to 2,000. We're close to 1,800 plus, close to that 2,002K mark, and thank you guys. I appreciate it. I know we could get it there. We could get there before Christmas, hopefully. Hopefully by next week, by the Hawks game tomorrow, we get some 200 folks in here and we smash that 2K. We'll celebrate. But with that said, there, man, I'm still confused. Like, what was the Knicks plan? If they didn't want to trade up for getting a point guard, what was their thoughts? It was just like revisionist history. I know that, guys, and not to beat a dead horse, but I am a little worried. We saw a lot of moves. We saw moves that could have been done in the trading deadline last season, and we commended the front office for not panicking, not trading away this team, allowing them to finish to see how they played. And they got us in the 4th seed playoff round. They rewarded us.
Mm-hmm.
This time around, we wanted to see how this team looks. I kind of want to see how this team writes itself up, but from what I'm seeing the same thing over and over, and it's like it wants to pull your hair out. It's like, what's your identity? It's this much games into the season, you still don't know who is this Knicks team, what they are. Their identity to me is they have a strong, young, up and coming bench. That's if you want to ask me what the New York Knicks are, they're great athletic second unit scoring that are phenomenal. Don't play a close game against the New York Knicks second unit because they will give the first
Right,
unit the lead, and the first unit could hold it if you sprinkle some of them in there in the fourth quarter. So ZebraCon, what's going on? Finally, someone talking about Ben Simmons. Not for
no,
someone not talking
oh,
about Ben Simmons. No, nah, we don't. We're not talking about him. He laid on his bed, ZebraCon. He laid his bed and he has to lay in it. Unfortunately, and let's
yeah,
forget about him. Though he could be helpful, but
mm,
no. So not for that contract and so forth. But let's see if what's the plan for this New York Knicks team. I hope they don't do a panic move and trade for a young man. Hopefully not. I don't think so. I don't like we said. I don't see the New York Knicks making any deals either this upcoming, unless if they're gonna say, you know what, we're gonna punt and fold, which I don't see that either. After you took a step forward, no, I don't see that.
yeah, we were good
And
last year. I'm sorry for interrupting you, BX. I'm
no,
very
go ahead,
sorry.
go ahead. No, you're good. We're
I
good.
want to add this point. Last year's team, their identity was defense,
Yes.
ball movement, hustle, diving. Last year's team had great. Last year's team had an identity. They trusted one another. Julius Randle was our MVP last year. RJ Barrett held his own. The bench has been great now, but they were good last year. Even Fifth made the proper adjustments later in the season. Or we had an identity. This year, it's like there's reasons why we're struggling. The defense comes and goes, right? Also, the offense. What's happened to the offense? We're not sharing the ball. We're not doing enough driving kick. And I don't know. Julius Randle, 9 points. You're playing against a Suns team that might win a title this year, and you come out like a days ago. How does Kemba Walker and the bench play with more passion than you tonight? Come on. RJ, 10 points, 3 of 11. And when I knew RJ was going to have a bad night, he took that bad three to start the game. He took that rush three. I'm like, yeah, it's going to
The
be.
transition three where he could have just drove to the basket. And hey,
Mhm.
if he gets his shot blocked, which has happened in the past,
This
I'm
happens.
alright with it. And I've said it on the watch along here. When he drives and he gets blocked, I'm okay with it because the kid is being aggressive going to the basket, and I'm alright with that. Maybe I don't know. Going forward, it's the starter unit. Maybe they need to It's easy to say it sitting down on my rear end here behind a computer screen and say, "Oh, this is what the Knicks need to do." No, because I'm not out there sweating. I'm not out there running up and down the court, giving all my energy to that. And maybe they need to keep it simple, simplify again. And I hate that because you see teams want to play the zone. One thing we don't see no more a lot is playing zone on the Knicks early.
Mhm.
They gave them fits because they got good shooters. Now, okay, now
Right.
there's no zone. Maybe we need to start calling some design plays. You don't see the Knicks calling. You don't see the point guards calling point plays out,
Mhm.
calling triangle, doing the motions that normally we used to see back in the old day or back a point guard, and you don't see anything. You don't see a lot of communication. You don't see talking on the offense. You just should see them, for screens. And one thing about it, Mitchell Robinson cannot put a
Our
screen or
screens
pick
are
at all.
bad.
We're
Too
the
many
worst.
screens are
With
bad. It's like we gotta learn to get our defenders, so we can get the offensive players some either drives or clean looks. Our screens are very. Last year our screens were good. This year our screens are just not on point, like you said, BX. And like you said, we need a point guard that can run the offense. If we had a Chris Paul on this team right now, and say I'm being wishful, I know this would never happen, but if we had a healthy, just wishful thinking, Kawhi Leonard right now and a Chris Paul or a Norman Powell on this team would be much better than what we are because at least Norman Powell can drive to the rim, he can shoot, and he's more consistent than Evan Fournier, you can argue. Chris Paul is a better floor general than Kemba, better mid-range shooter than Kemba. He's more efficient, can get guys involved. Or we had Alonzo Ball, something like that. The problem with the Knicks right now, we're not playing with trust. We're not what helped us early in the season, we were sharing the rock, passing the ball, doing more pick and pop, driving kick. We were doing a whole lot of that. Now it's iso ball. I know we did a lot of ISO early in the season, but I'm saying that it wasn't at this extent though. And the Knicks want to be successful like we were last year. We got to share the rock. We can't keep thinking Julius Randle, save us, RJ Barrett, save us. No, it's not going to work like that. It's not going to work. in late in the season. And if we're lucky to make the playoffs, it's not working in the playoffs because teams are going to figure that out. Teams are going to double Randall down. I don't know what.
You're seeing that now, G Money. You mentioned it. They were doubling Julius Randle early in the game, and he was
Mhm,
not not finding the right plays or having a trouble passing out of that double team.
mhm.
Also he holds, like you said, holds the ball quite so much that the shot clock winds down, and then whoever gets the ball last on a hot potato situation has to put up a really ill-advised shot that is not a very low percentage shot that is you're asking them to make it. And with that said, that's why I think personally you want to put RJ just for a while out of the starting lineup and put Burks, because Burks is
Mhm.
one of those players that can hit those type of bad shots. With the shot clock coming down, and when he gets hot, he can get hot in bunches. Maybe that's a move they might want to think about because of that reason, because of the way it's always eat, repeat, rinse and repeat with the Knicks so far. And if they're doing that same notion, maybe this is that's one spark just for a couple of games to see if that changes. But also, I don't understand why Thibodeau doesn't do that, because he wants to keep consistency, keep the same five, because you want to show. Because if you start changing lineups like crazy, you don't get rhythm and consistency, uncertainty, and all four, and that's not winning recipe. But when you got more than a dozen games with the same type of lineup and nothing's changed, maybe one player might be a spark, might be the difference. Who
Right,
knows?
right, right, right. And I'm starting to think we might have put Alec Burks in the starting lineup because one, RJ plays better at the rapper because those guys will get more in the transition. Give RJ those dunk,
Yes,
those
yes.
for him to drive. The starters play a little too slow. Randall, yeah, he can pass, but he doesn't get guys in the transition. Quigley gets into transition. Rose gets into transition. Obi likes to run. If you would have put RJ in the bench, it'll fit him more, in my opinion. And Alec Burks, he's not a very fast guy. He'll fit nice in the starting lineup, and he can create his own shot. He can put the ball on the floor. He can hit the shot at the elbow, the top of the key. And Alec Burks has been our fourth quarter player most of the season. So I don't understand why Phibbs doesn't see the issues. Yes, Phibbs is a good coach, but my problem with Thibodeau sometimes he trusts, and Zach says it a lot. He trusts too many players too much, though. You gotta trust your bench more. Also, you gotta play some of the young guys like Grimes a little more, or McBride, or even Jericho Sims. What was the point getting Jericho Sims? We're not playing him. He can bring some energy too. So I don't get it. Again, I'm not panicking because it's only 19 games, but I will say this, right? I'm gonna wait till between Christmas time and All Star break to see where this team's at. If this is the same inconsistent play that I'm seeing, then we're gonna be in trouble because I said this a million times. The Eastern Conference got stronger and teams have gone made big moves. It's not gonna be last. You're not gonna. Again, I know we cannot control COVID and injuries. I understand they're a part of the game. I get that. But we ain't gonna have the same fortune at times that we had last year. This year, teams are gonna try to stay healthy. Teams are gonna try game plan on Julius Randle. So we have to learn to make the proper adjustments if we wanna have a high seed. I said this before the year. Last year, the Knicks shocked me. They impressed me a lot last year. This year's team is like the inconsistency is too much, and also I said this. I knew this team was not a top four seed in the East. I felt it was not going to be a top four seed in the East because I said Atlanta. You predict the Hawks to miss the playoffs, BX. I knew the Hawks would return. They won 7 in a row. You got the Hornets improving, the Bulls, etc. Hang on.
And we're going to be going off the air pretty soon in a minute. But G Money, well, thank you for tonight, G Money. I'm going to wrap up, G Money. So we'll talk tomorrow. Have a good night there. We
Brother.
want to thank everyone watching us. I hope you guys enjoyed the watch along, not the outcome. I appreciate everyone listening. We shall see how the Knicks will fix this going forward. We just as fans, we get a little frustrated with the New York Knicks. We get frustrated because we call in this game. We see that they have talent on the roster, and maybe because we might overvaluate our own talent. Maybe as fans, we think that we have the next best thing. But when you are in a franchise that have been 20 years not winning, and you haven't won since 1972 championship, or took over 50 plus years without a world title. You've been to the finals since 1999. I've seen two. I was fortunate to see two title losses. You get frustrated because you've seen a lot of plethora of young talent come in and out through this league, and you see other teams draft players, and you see them develop. And we like saying, why can't we draft a player and be a solid professional, a pro? We're not talking about all NBA transitional player. Usually get those in the lottery picks, which the Knicks have not won a lottery since Patrick Ewing. They could say RJ Barrett is the closest to that lottery pick, and Porzingis, well, Porzingis, it is what it is with Porzingis. But my point is, when are we going to develop a player that is a solid player that stays in the league for 10, 15 years on our team, and we're trying to break the curse of Charlie Ward, a rookie player that has signed with the Knicks past their rookie contract, and so far no one has is Charlie Ward. This is why we get frustrated with the Knicks. I personally say, I was saying it earlier. I said it months earlier. We had 3 picks or whatever the case was. Why don't we try to pick and get ourselves an established player already that a team don't want and offer those picks to for a player that's in that lottery rebuilding. And I was talking about we can move Mitchell Robinson. This is what I was saying about the offseason. We can move a Mitchell Robinson somewhere else. Get a Christian Wood in here, picks to Houston to try to get that. You get yourself a Christian Wood, established center, whatever the case. I don't know, something around that. I was thinking about player teams that are that need players that wants to develop teams. It looks like the New York Knicks organization for many years don't want to develop players. They don't want to. They don't want to take the time. We've been developing players and rebuilding since 1999. If you ask me, you have one good season, that 54 winning since 2012, and we're like, okay, we saw what happened the year 2013. It went bad, and they panicked, and they made the Andrea Bargnani trade and didn't made a lot of moves that didn't make sense. They were Robbie Doran coaching, coaches that didn't have a clue or whatever the case. It's been a colossal mess. You got a head coach here who's ready to win now, but you got a coach who's ready to win now, but we don't have a team that's ready to win now. We got a team that's developing. The narrative changed last season when this man, number 30, Julius Randle, decided to have a top 8 MVP type of season, and it just changed the whole look of the things. And maybe it was just a admiration, a fluke, maybe because there was no fans in the stadium. Whatever the case, whatever, it might have been a fluke, and we right now thinking we're ahead of ourselves, but really we just took a step back, maybe. But this Rat Pack and this um, second unit is so good and so diverse, and there's so much young talent on that you see the glimpse of good of team of players that could be here for the next 10 years. You could see Quentin Grimes, you can see Obi Toppin, you see Emmanuel Quickly, R.J. Barrett. You could see guys that have youth on this team that could be here for the next 6 to 8 years. Even Alex Burks could be a duration of his 4 years of his contract. Even Julius Randle's only 26 years old. You could have a good 5 to 8 year run with Julius Randle. There's a lot of youth with good talent on, and it's like I know we have the veterans that we need, and Taj Gibson is very valuable. I don't want to see Taj Gibson go anywhere. I want him on but we have duds right now in our point guard and center position. The 1 and the 5 are duds right now. They're right now. Now, other than in our starting point guard, starting point guard is a dud right now, and our center, with Mitchell Robinson. And I know the center position is not like what it was in the heyday with Shaquille O'Neal and so forth, where they scored and they dominated. But every time we feel good with Mitchell Robinson, he gets injured. Every time all right, we're about to take off, we're about to excel, take the team to another level. Here comes a devastating injury with him, and then now Nolan's Noel, we always got something sore, and he gets and I gotta give you all that. Nolan's Noel gives us everything on the floor. He leaves everything on there. So does Taj Gibson, but it's just right now like not enough. We're like struggles. Like the team they right now they're in there. The league is on high speed, and we're now we're the Knicks are playing on dial up. The league is on high speed internet, and we're still on dial up for some reason. There's a time it still work. We'll get on the internet, but sometimes other teams just happen to pass by us a little quicker, and that's all I can think of the Knicks, and it frustrates us. All we want to see is them win. We shall see tomorrow night. I'll be here to do the watch along. Please join us for the watch along. The Atlanta Hawks. I'm geared up with that with the Hawks, and we'll see. We'll try to keep the watch along to minimum, so we don't have too much chaos, too much jumping, and we'll keep it minimum. And we'll get going tomorrow. We'll call the game tomorrow. I want to thank everyone again that joined me, my co-hosts, all my partners here, Z, so Z to Z Media, Gideon, KG Money, Chef Dan, and thank you. I know um, Derek Wilder is on location. Yeah, his son had a game today, so he wasn't able to me to watch him in his podcast. Derek Wilder, we out teach you reach basketball podcast. You can find that in Facebook. So salute to Derek Wilder. And don't forget to follow us up and down. We have all our good night to Maria. Good night to Zebra Khans. Good night to Robert Parr. I'm glad to see you. Always put a smile when I see Robert Parr. Always chiming in. It always makes me happy there to see him. And Kelvin T. Jones, of course, a staple here. Always makes us happy. Steve Holler, thank you for coming in here. Thank you for showing up. Everyone, even the Suns fans that came in, I appreciate it. We had Kevin Durant, Burner count in here. We thank you. We also had Lamola Ball in there. We have Big Task in the building. We thank you. Garden the Knicks podcast. Check him out. It does drop some. If you want more Knicks podcast, he drops some good knowledge on the basketball. His takes. Please hit him there. We had so many other folks here. Mike Ortiz was in the building early. David was in the building. Random Phenom, always a staple in the program. Johnny Davis was in the building as well. Thank you so much. Knicks 100 AGM was in the building. Thank you. Joe Curry, of course, always in the building. Thank you so much, my good friend. I appreciate always seeing you here. Thank you. Frank also was in the building. Frank Calisis was in the building as well. Thank you, Agent Super Argo in the building also. Thank you for joining and being part of the program. Dave R, my main man, phenomenal, good guy here for the Yankee watch along. Blessed me with some cigars, phenomenal cigars. He passed over Lamelo Ball. Even Lamelo Ball was checking in the Knicks here. We had Jeff Hernandez, always there. Dan Bagger was in the building as well. So my point is, thank you for all the love. We're close to 2K. Don't be left out. Don't be, like I said, don't be a spectator. Be a participant. Join us in the 2K. We appreciate you guys growing this program. But guys, have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll get back at this. We'll get back on the ground. We'll see the Knicks try to right the ship, get back in the winning ways, and let's get ready to go. We'll see you tomorrow night.